What the heck? Wait. Hold on. Hey, Cheddar. Hey, Kirsten. Figured doing this for a little bit. Till like, well, 11 on my end, because it's usually when I kind of really go to sleep and everything. I don't know why. But I always had this habit of just staying until like 11, 11:30. Yeah. Wait. What the best advice, Doogie? It's funny, we were just talking about this like hours ago on the phone, and then I texted group chat, and this what happened. I get Doogie's present. No, he feels my presence. Oh, we feel both presents. I feel like every time I get on here, I feel Cheddar's presence from a distance, scheming in. But yes, hey. Yeah. But anyway, but tomorrow we will do a Saturday Night Live discussion. Yes, that's a good word. Saturday Night Live discussion tomorrow night, because of course tomorrow night is the Scott Wilson interview. And then, of course, we'll go live tomorrow on there. I mean, on this channel, not on there, but on this channel. And, you guys can ask questions about that interview and stuff like that, and some other talks. So, yep. But anyway, I'm still getting used to I'm used to the fact that I'm not really doing like the weekly streaming thing, because I know people now starting school, but now it's like, shit, you guys got a 4-day weekend, obviously, because Labor 3-day weekend, sorry, 3-day weekend, because Labor Day is coming up. I don't know where the hell I got 4 from, but yeah, you know, I've just been busy during the past few days, working on some new videos. Finally got a chance to work on those. Like I said, around next weekish, I'll finally talk more about that. Talk about more of those videos and what you guys will see in the next, I guess, upcoming weeks. So next upcoming weeks, yeah, days, weeks from now, you will see some new videos on here. Thankfully, so I am hoping too, because I know I posted this earlier today as well. I am hoping that both items come in, which is funny enough because I don't know why the hell eBay is texting me this out of literally nowhere. But so earlier today, eBay emailed me about one of my items that it concerns, a safety concern, which is understandable. And this had to do with the Bluetooth microphone, surprisingly. So it says here, hello, and I'm not going to say what my Gmail is, obviously. We have take product safety very seriously. We're reaching out to you because an item you purchased may have been recalled or pose a safety hazard. If the item is subject to recall, we recommend that you stop using it immediately. If you have a question about the items or items with an S, please reach out to the seller or the manufacturer. Items detail are listed. And of course, rating from here is basically saying that the mics are like a chemical hazard. So I kind of like, if the mics don't get shifted, and it's like, why are we doing this now? Like, where was this months ago when I ordered this? Why are we now talking about this? But anyway, it says here that it's it's a risk of chemical environment. Um, So I am hoping, I'm really hoping by next week, because it said by next Saturday it should be in, that the items do get shipped. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with the mics. I don't know what the mic is a problem or not. I mean, I would reach out to the seller and see what's going on, but I'm just gonna like just wait it out. Obviously, see what happens. I'll just see what happens about that situation, and if it comes cool, if it doesn't, then all right, then I'll just go on Amazon and buy one and then ship it, and just call it a day from there. So yeah, that's what's going on right now, actually. Um, you know, I shit, it's like always something sometimes. The moment I post it, I get an email from eBay themselves about the product, and it's like, okay, you know what? If it let's just ship the item and let's call it a day. I'll drop my reviews. I'll put my 5 stars, and that's it. Then we can all live happily ever after. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. So love it. Also, by the way, got a new haircut, by the way, too. I don't know if anyone noticed it or not, but you see here. See, look at that new haircut. Who's this? I ain't gonna lie with you guys. I like this style cut here. Um, I like this style cut. Is that like the flat top, ball faded flat top? Got like 90s look on here, It could be like a 90s artist or like a 90s actor, Got the fresh cut, everything. I did not like, I don't know if you had noticed it or not, but I did not like how my hair was like so sticking up sometimes when I like get it cut low. I was like, I'm gonna flat top this. I'm gonna do the 90s style cut that everybody was wearing back in the 90s. You had the artists, or some say this one time that this is the Will Smith cut. So that's what I prefer to more. Keep them a bit up the top, like just flat, and it's like that's what I like better, honestly. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. My bad. Give myself some advertising. Yeah, you're posting alright. Yes, you dyed your hair today. Sweet. Probably should have gotten around making a second piece. I actually was gonna talk to you about that. I forgot to text you that actually. I'm so sorry, but sure, if you want to. I heard that Annapolis is shutting down in October. Yes, I heard, and guess what? I ain't gonna say it, but guess what, dude? Thank God. Okay, thank God for that. And don't get me wrong. I know there's a rumor going around with Annapolis saying that it's supposed to close like in 2 days or it's supposed to close in October or whatever. I don't know. I don't buy into all this type of stuff, obvious. But I am so glad that it's closing down. Because I was saying this, like, me and Dookie were, oh my god, me and Dookie were just talking about this. I was like, if they continue shutting down locations that are good, you know, that, I mean, they should continue shutting down locations, honestly. I mean, if they're making low on sales or their lease is like almost due, which I heard their lease is like supposedly almost due in November, then yeah, shut down more locations. I mean, Peru just got shut down today, actually. But still, I feel like if you continue shutting down locations, or the locations are like continue to be shutting down, okay, that's good. Keep that train going. Yes, it sucks because you're losing a local store, um, but still, continue doing that, please. Thank God for that. I don't know what the Peru stores did. I don't even remember that. I think I heard that they had Peru stores. Just heard about it earlier. I was like, what? We got stores in Peru? More national location closing? Sweet. Awesome. It's great. It's really, really great. I mean, I'm not saying like it sucks because I mean it sucks. You losing your job is one thing, but at the same time the company is struggling too. But it's like close more locations down that like needs to be shut down, you know, or something. I'm sorry if I sound a bit biased, and that's just me. But yes, Cheddar, I do be looking like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air character on that cut. I'm not able to call me Will Smith at this point, man. I am the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I like it though. I do like it. It's just it's better. Like just it's like you know. Hello there, Epic Guy. Yes, show was also in bad shape. Another thing too. Is there any footage of them closing the curtains? I know Leon went like live there the other night. I didn't see his live, um, but if anybody knows from watching that stream, let me know. Thank you. But if they're doing this to save money on location numbers, then maybe a good thing in the long run. True, they did before in 2020, 2023. Yeah, that's when the wrestling closed. 23. Yeah. So again, it is good, but now with like beforehand too, because remember around the beginning of this year, we were told that stores that had like reduced hours because they were making a lot of sales, um, then that like is also good too. You know, not also good, but like it's good because you're getting same money again. But I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You know, Chuck E. Cheese's is a shadow before myself, making my finest furry OC into a giant puppet look like a CC Cyberman. That's cool. The Chile stores are getting the same fate as Peru stores, bro. Then was it 24? I think so. I think it was 24. I don't remember. Don't remember. I literally just wrote a whole script and recorded it, and I think it was 24. Was it? Wait, was it 23 or was it 24? I thought it was 23 they closed. I'm gonna look right now. But that's cool, Epic Guy. Can't wait to see that process of it. Um, no, it was 23 because Birdwatcher closed in 23. Really, not much happened in 24 that I know of. It was 24. You guys sure? Oh, it was 24. Oh, it was a year ago. No, where the hell I got 23 from? Okay, it was 24. Okay. Then Bridgewater closed in 24. Okay. Arlington. Arlington, Texas. I don't know where I got 23 from, actually. But, okay, it was a year ago. It was 24. Okay. I was like, I don't I don't really remember for sure. Just so you know, I don't keep in track with like anything CEC related wise, like outside of sources. Like it comes in and then it just leaves. Like one moment you're like, oh hey, the store closed. Oh no, it's terrible. And then it just like it goes away in my memories. Like I don't remember hearing this store. Like if it doesn't affect, it doesn't affect. Arlington, yeah, because I wanted to visit Arlington so bad, and I wanted to see a two stage again after like seeing myself it years ago as a kid. And I remember talking to Matt's franchise years ago, saying like, "Hey man, whenever I go back to Texas, you know, we should like go meet up in Arlington." Never happened, and kind of glad it never did. You know, but sucks too. But I, you know, but God, there's something else I was gonna say. Slip of mine. Crap. Crap. It slipped my mind. But yeah. Um, sucks, man. It sucks. You know what store I really did not give a shit about, honestly? I did not give a shit, and this is real, by the way. I did not give a shit about Wellington when it closed down back in like 2020. I really did not give a you know, I didn't. I didn't really give like two shits when they closed that. I remember too. I was in college and like remember like ending class, my turning on my phone, and people's like, "Oh, Wilmington closed down. We just lost the, you know, three saves all the props." And I was like, "Who gives a shit?" Like, fuck off. But people were like crying over the fact that like Munch Jr. Yeah, I'm harsh. I'm sorry. I think that was the reason. This is because Munch Jr. And I was like, okay, okay. But you know, I was just. Oops, sorry. But yeah, that was just me. I was like, okay. Anyway, moving on with life. You know. But again, it sucks that we lost the store. So I'll give it that. It was a nice location. It was actually a nice location. So it sucks that we lost it. Uh, but back then, I just really didn't give a care. So, but you know, I just really didn't really give a care for much about it. It was just people were just like talking too much about like um people were just talking too much about Mice Jr. That was the only thing I was like getting at me. It was like we lost Mice Jr. And like your point is that was the only thing for me was like Munch Jr. when it stink. And I was like, yep, yep, y'all killed it for me. You're crying over one character. And then again, I get it. I get that. Obviously, I understand. He's a rare character, like piece of cam, the building, the moon. You know, it's a rare thing. Like 9 times out of 10, you'll see a building and a moon at a location, but you won't see a piece of cam in a Much Junior at a location. I get that. I understand, but that was back then. Yeah, so that was like back then. So me, it's cool, but again, it still sucks that the OG piece, Munch Jr. About to call him Piece Cam. Munch Jr. isn't there in Pinesville, but as far as we know, there are some Munch Juniors that are out there being saved or was saved. Like there was one at, one at Chucky Con that was on display. Tech at Wilmington saved the show, and there are probably some more Munch Juniors out there we don't know about. There are probably choo choos. Oh. And yes, Cracker Barrel's going back to their old ways as before. Yeah. Yes, they are. I was gonna say it's on TJ's stream, but I know I was not gonna say that due to it. As Buddy might say all the time, because it's a joke that we have with Cracker Barrel. Like you gotta go there to understand it. When we first heard the change or something, it was like the interior thing. He was like, they took out the races, and it's like, I was shocked about that. He's gotta be there. Gotta be there to understand it. So that's easy. You know, I wait before 2.0. Alright. And last, at least they took Christmas to heart and listened to the customers like some other companies. Exactly. Chuck E. Cheese ain't gonna go back to their damn ways. it's obvious. And like I said, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Like I said in TJ's live stream, Nolan Bushnell was the reason we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. Nolan Bushnell is the reason. Like Chuck E. Cheese is becoming a dying company. I don't give a care anymore. People can say that he started it, this and that. Which is sure, it's factually valid. Okay, I'm gonna get you this one. But if you look more into depth of what he did, or what he's done outside of the company, other businesses, stuff, and pushing locations on left to right, he was killing Peacetime Theater. Peacetime Theater almost died because of Nolan. So, well, yeah, that too. The video game crash of '83. That also too. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Right. But the video game crash also did have something to do with it too. You're absolutely right about that one as well. And the video game crash also killed Peacetime Theater, which kind of took it. But then Nolan also killed it too as well. So I don't know who did it worse. But I'm just saying, it's like people are like, oh, the video game crash killed it, but it's like, no, Nolan also did it as well. My man was opening up locations left to right and looking into other like vineyards and other attractions, most likely using all the money he was saving up from like the company into like other stock marketing and stuff. And it was like history repeats itself. Chuck E. Cheese is a dying company. And I'm not gonna say like the video game crash almost killed them. I mean both options almost killed him. And you look into it, right? But still, I don't know how he feels about like the destroying of the animatronics and stuff like that. I I think I heard this a while back. I think he said he's proud, and I don't know if there's like an interview or not. Hey Eva, but I don't know if there was an interview or not. I think there was. I don't remember the interview, but I heard. Supposedly this is what I heard years ago. I heard that no one is really proud of where Chuck E. Cheese is at today. You know, all this like whatever they're doing. Um, so I think he's from. If I ever find his interview, I swear I will play it on the stream one night, or play it in the topic. I don't know. I gotta find the interview. But anyway, he said that he's actually proud of what Chuck E. Cheese is doing and what direction they're like going and stuff. Um, I was like, that is so weird, dude. You started this, and now you're saying, oh, you're proud of it, and it's like, okay, nice to know, buddy. But can you please admit that you almost killed your company too? I mean, that'd be kind of nice to say, right? But oh well. So it scares me because I really want to go to. You should. I mean, it'd be a lot of fun, I think, but you should. You know, most new I see prize when stores closing. I just don't care about them anymore. Exactly. I mean, I really don't give a shit, honestly. I stopped fucking caring, dude. I don't really like. I used to care about, like, I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck this. Y'all talk about, oh, hey, you seen the new show? I mean, this copy and paste bullshit that we're looking at? Right. No. I mean, some stores even open in the same city as showbiz, and that's for them good for competition. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Like, that's also true. Some did open up right by showbiz. Like, literally, like, it was just it wasn't good for competition. Where you want to go on a Friday night, little Johnny? Do you want to go to the Peacetime Theater or do you want to go to showbiz? 9 times out of 10, people are going to say we want to go to showbiz. Like, you're damn right. Which honestly, like, I feel like depending on what was going on too as well. Like, yeah, it was so hard for competition. I don't know how they survive all that stuff. It is crazy too. Like just now we're having this conversation. It's crazy. Like here wise, because we used to have two right by each other, not by each other. Like we used to have two restaurants in Metairie actually. The one where it's now Surge Arcade, I mean Surge Entertainment, which is used to be the Showbiz and the Chuck E. Cheese in the same plaza area. And we used to have another one on the airline highway, which was a Peacetime Theater. So that was also very weird. Like, you have Showbiz in one area of the town, and you have Peacetime Theater in another area of the town. It's crazy, man. like, like, oh, hey, I don't know where you want to go tonight, kids, but got two options. And it's like, fuck, we're going to Showbiz. like, but Peacetime Theater closed anyway over here. There's a lot of Peacetime Theaters that did close. And show business that actually unfortunately closed around here. Uh, I'm planning on seeing more of them very very soon. I'm actually gonna look into deep dives into Google Maps actually, and see what more whereabouts I can look into for restaurants, like especially some showbiz ones. If I can find some more actually out there, but that'll be the day, you know. Just waiting to few years later in the coming merger site exactly. Um, Remember that show be at the same time local goes to 88. Dang. Yeah, I think like 83. No, 84 to 85. We had like here we had a lot of closed locations, and as far as we know, one is actually auctioned off, which you'll like, you'll find out about more next Saturday in that blog. And the oldest, I mean the only location that had a balcony was in Shreveport, and that was till like 87. 87 was the last, like the only time they survived. We didn't have a Cyberamic stage again till like 1992, and that's when the two stage. Uh, that was during the two stage, and they stayed open till around like 2012. Yeah, and then the store relocated, got a Circles of Life stage. They removed the bot years prior. Years later, they removed the bot, and the store is still there today. So I think the original location is not like a Babies R Us or something. I don't know. It's here in Nosville. Uh, it's actually the 20th that we're open. Wow. I know New Orleans was the first, and it's still there today, as you guys know. Okay, in other news, we're going to take a pause on this subject, and I'm catching up with group chat messages right now. So, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, and please take this with a grain of salt, actually, damn it. Sometimes I wish these news were freaking true, honestly. Um, so, there is a rumor going around right now saying that Donald Trump is dead. So, that is a rumor. That is a rumor going on right now, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna speak too much on this, but yes, there's a rumor going around saying that he is dead, and we will hopefully have more information about this later on as it goes by. So, no, me either, me either, I either. I mean, I can really say what I want to say, but it's like I gotta be careful because I gotta be careful what I want to say because I feel like some people in here are like so politicians, yeah, and like Trump supporters, and it's like, oh, I gotta really be careful what I say because like I don't want to offend nobody about this subject, and it's like, I want to just say something about it. And dude, can he stop saying this? Okay, look, he gets warned every time he does this. So guess what? He says something in the chat. Deshaun, you know who I'm talking about. So guess what? He's getting this again. He should have said nothing. I don't know, Deshaun. I'm about to send something in the group chat. All right, I send it. And this let me send this next part. There we go. Alright, so yeah, give about 15 minutes, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, so yes, in other news again, since we're like kind of off topic again here. Um, did anybody else heard the news about yeah. So did anybody else heard the news that's like going around right now with Little Nas X? And I don't know if anybody listens to Lil Nas X. Am I the only one that listens to Lil Nas X? I feel like I'm the only one in this chat actually that listen to his music. Why? I don't know. I just like listen to his music. Okay. Anyway, but that's the point. So was last week or weeks past? You don't watch TV news, the news on TV often? Oh, okay, well, I was hoping the internet would help get to you, but good, you don't watch the news on TV. Awesome, sweet. Anyway, so was around this past week, this past day, yeah, this past day. Apparently, Lil Nas X got arrested. Um, Lil Nas X got arrested. I don't know if it's true or not, but anyway, so you might be alone to listen to him. Jeez, okay, never mind. All right, makes sense. So I am alone. Sweet. Who is that? Lil Nas X is a rapper. You might heard of one of his songs, like Old Town Road. Everybody was singing it back in high school, middle school. You know, with Billy Ray Cyrus, Miley Cyrus' dad. He made other songs. So anyway, he's like an openly gay rapper. By the way, he was actually known for a lot of things. Actually, selling albums, one of them for sure, uh, which really got a lot of plaque in on it, by the way. He actually made this song where he actually did a lap dance on Satan and, kill Satan and stuff and was on the strip pole and everything. Yeah, that Lil Nas X, by the way. And of course, there's a song called Penelope. No, yeah, I think I said it right. And if anybody watched Jesse, by the way, if anybody watched Jesse Sky Jackson, cause she's been talking lately on the news like a lot, but we would not get into there. She was on his music video, so yeah, he was like not a country rapper, but he was more like a rapper, openly gay rapper and stuff. Okay, anyway, so I know it's off topic, but look, I don't want to say this right now. So supposedly there was a report video from TMZ where Nas was like in cowboy boots, booty naked, outside, drugged on the street, and he was telling people don't be late to the party, and um, supposedly he got arrested and got charged for a extremely crazy ass bond. By the way, people are speculating that it's a publicity stunt, for the next album, and then the charges are actually real. Uh, I'm sorry, but what is with the black rappers being arrested? First, it was look. Diddy has a reason. First of all, we ain't gonna talk about what the hell he did. So he got a good ass reason, sir. So I already know why that was Diddy. Um, no, no, that was fake. That little collaboration. Okay, so potentially there was like a collaboration going around, like a little fake thing saying like Lil Nas X and Chuck E. Cheese was gonna collab on a song, but no, that was fake. That was actually fake years ago. Wasn't dope, but it was fake. But anyway, yeah, with Diddy deserved it. I don't care. I don't care. But you're right. But actually, yeah, Diddy deserved it. I seen a documentary too, actually as well on Netflix, and dude, that was hard. It wasn't hard to watch, but it was more like a. The more you look into it, it's like, he deserved it, everything, and the man was just like, I mean, you watch like video clips and stuff. The man was just everywhere, dude. Talking about ain't no party like a Diddy party. It's like, what, what? But then again, he did make some artists great though. So I mean, on the good side, he did make like Biggie, who he is today, and some other artists. But yeah, his record, Bad Boy Records, was just like fucked up. And remember, like he had like this show, this old like reality TV show, and dude would make like these youngsters who was trying to be like artists and stuff. He would make them walk all. I'm gonna turn on my TV, but he made them walk all the way from where his studio's at. I think to like to some part in New York to go get him a freaking cheese sandwich. Like you literally wanted these youngsters, adults who's trying to be like big name stars in the industry, walk to go get yourself a cheese sandwich is like it's fucking ridiculous, dude. And so just imagine where you're at in New York, and then you gotta walk all the way to that part, or another part of New York, to go get your so-called manager, right, a cheese sandwich. It's ridiculous. And that was like torture right there. I didn't watch it. I mean, I seen clips, but I didn't like really in depth watch it. Um, I know he worked with like many of artists. I know New Edition for one. He works with them. He got worked it with them actually at one point back in 1996. He produced it. he helped like produce the Home Again album and some of the songs. Um, and then he helped them out too, which God, I don't know why they did this, but anyway, he helped them out with their final studio album, which back in like 2005, which was the 2004, 2005, 2005, the One Love album, which I mean, if you ever listen to the album, like the songs there is like it's kind of good, it's kind of like all right, you know, but there's like so many unreleased tracks on there that they didn't put in, and it's like leaked on YouTube and stuff. Um, so yeah, so so thankfully that contract did not went through with it. Johnny Gill spoke up about it, about like working with Bad Boy Records and stuff, and the experience and everything. I think he worked it. He almost worked with Bobby Brown on his one of his albums actually, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, a cheese sandwich. Well, it could be worse. It could be cupcakes. Yeah, damn right. After typing that, the sub-creation came to me. Oh, it did? But yeah, back with Nas, I was like, I don't know. I mean, like, people say like it's not really real. It's just publicity stuff for his next album that he's working on or gonna produce or something. I don't know. But again, Hollywood isn't for everyone. That's the thing. Hollywood is not for everyone. And I just, well, I think he was drugged, but I hope he does shake back soon. Actually, and hopefully the bond like gets him out soon. It just sucks. Like you're a rising artist and you're doing good with your name, but then you like fade from obscurity and kind of like working on these hits and whatever, and then like now people are gonna like put down plaque on you because like some dumb stuff, and then you're like immediately gonna fuck your life over for like stupid shit. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, whether this is a publicity stunt or not, then but I just want to talk about that. That was on my mind. Hey, Ethan. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan's birthday is like 2 days away, by the way. So make sure you tell this little fact. I mean, great guy, a happy 19th birthday. This Sunday, by the way. Ethan's turning 19, and so just want to point out there. ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we just finally got body cam footage of the arrestment of the Chuck E. Cheese costume. About fucking time. This is amazing. I love body cam footage's videos. This is so amazing. Maybe tomorrow we'll get to watch it. I don't know what YouTube channel though, but we finally got a body cam footage of it, and I love body cams. It was on Monday, you fag. Okay, then wish him Monday then, ho. Forgot it's some. Keep forgetting sometimes it's September. But guess what? Never mind. It is Monday. I sometimes forget you're like a September baby. And I like sometimes forget like yeah you are. And then I don't know. I guess I get you and Josh mixed up too many times. Cause I know Josh just passed obviously, and I keep forgetting you and him are like y'all close to each other, but not close to each other. It's like 1 minute it's Josh, next minute it's like it's you, and it's like oh my god, what the fuck are you guys gonna stop doing this? like I don't need no more people boarding and stuff. So hopefully after you don't have to talk about no more. Haven't heard of Josh in years. I know. I was talking recently actually. Yeah, Josh Loesar. Yes, that's the one. Well, dude, you got after the Mother incident, bro, they be putting a lot of body cam videos be coming out like months, years later, and you'd be surprised. Let me find it. Well, that's saying me the embarrassment Monday. Oh no, never mind. This is from the NBC News. Nothing special. Never mind. It's just a short. That's it. I thought it was like a real body cam video, but this come out the news, so never mind. I was to say we can actually finally watch what the hell happened and what went down. But no, NBC News got the damn footage. And I was like, you know, fuck this. I don't care anymore. well, you. Alright, so here's what I do. Here's what I did. I clicked in body cam Chuck E. Cheese, and literally the first thing that popped up 4 hours ago was NBC News body cam footage showed the arrest of a man in Chuck E. Cheese costume. That's it. But that's just a short. So it's like, I'm like, wow, okay. But I just tell you who he like was charged for and everything, and don't get into like into real depth details like what was he arrested for and everything. Like, they don't give you like the date. Right, exactly. But I'm thinking of like it was off like an official body cam YouTube channel, and I was like so hyped for it. And I'm also gonna be hyped because this man really got like 2 minutes left before he fails his challenge, obviously. But anyway, so yeah, I was extremely hyped for it. I really was. I was like, finally, we get to watch the video. But no, it's a shortened video, and I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like, give me like a real body cam video so I can like understand what really happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got excited for nothing at this point. Damn it! Well, he beat the almost minute mark. Dude, you seriously need to stop saying how many times you're gonna be back. Unless you want that timer back on you, then you know. Unless you want the timer on you, then cool. I guess. I don't know, I guess he likes every time when he say I'll be back in this sort of minutes. I gotta run and get my timer on him. So yeah, you really need to stop doing that, dude. Again, the arrest situation can be handled so much better, and that still can lead in my head. I agree. I totally agree. We were talking about this earlier. He had faith. Talking about this earlier today. I was not really gonna talk about this actually on the stream. I was waiting till like the surprise and everything. But I guess I'll get you guys a little insight what the hell is going on. So, my buddy Jay Bird or Jamarion. You know, the one that gave me the dope ass artwork. Oh, no, we got to show them. Yeah. Oh, look at those sexy artworks. They're so beautiful. They're so amazing. This is the first time you actually see the goddamn wall on the screen tonight. I want the full body cam footage, bro. Shit was gonna be hilarious. It would be. I will. Like I said, whenever it gets released, I will play it on stream. Like, I be watching body cam videos all the time, man. Like, body cam videos be like, they be so like interesting to listen to because you can like hear like so many different sides of the story. You can understand what these cops are going through, and then you know, and then sometimes be easy to like, it's they just be a good distraction to watch sometimes too. Like, give me a body cam video like anytime that's so interesting. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this, but I hate when like the narrator is like literally talking over sometimes. It's like, can you shut the fuck up? I'm watching the fucking arrest. like shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch what the fuck is going down. But it'd be the best part too. Like when they try to arrest them and they resist. Oh, that'd be the best part. Like the cops give them like getting up warning sometimes, and it's like, ha, you're a dumbass because you didn't plead the warning, and then you got yourself arrested. And then they're talking about how much charge they actually got on each other, like, the bond and the charge and everything. I'm like, wow. So amazing, man. Only in Florida, especially with the Florida man. You're damn right. But anyway, so look, I was going to keep this a secret, but in case it doesn't go as planned, I'm going to tell y'all guys anyway. So that way, you guys will know what the heck's going on. So later on, whenever this video is filmed, you may or may not know this might happen or not. But anyway, now, I was told, by Jay that he actually has a walk around, a actual full. I will not show the picture, but he actually has a walk around. The head is actually official. He has an official shirt. That's from 2000. It's one of the music videos, and it's a 90s, 93 Chuck head, the one that looks like Mickey Mouse, but from a good ass facelift. Hat is custom, pants custom, and the fur, like the all the other stuff is like official. Okay, cool. Anyway, so look, we were talking about this in the video. We're like, yes. So our plan was, we was gonna actually put a picture, like pose a picture, you know, of me and Chucky with him in the walk around, of course, at Slidell. But here's the problem. I'm looking on Google Maps last night, and I see the building. I'm like, this will not work. Faye suggested we park right by Cane's. So Chuck E. Cheese and Cane's like side by side for each other. Okay, makes sense. But it's like, how are we gonna do this with him with the costume on without having kids or people walking around and shut up and um people driving by? Like, how are we gonna do this? And also, right next to the old Chuck E. Cheese building, by surprise, there is a trampoline place. That is so coincident enough, and it's like, I don't know how we're gonna do this whole situation. Like, what are we going to do about this? So we're planning it out right now. What? How can we do this? It's like, if he brings the bag, we'll drop him off like to the back of the store. It's like, you can't do the back of the store. There's literally like people right there, and there's a whole nother parking lot. So, I mean, again, this could be a good vlog. This could be not be a good vlog. I don't know. I'm hesitant to find out what will happen, honestly, because like it sounds so good. Like on D, like we're down for it, but it's like all the risks that we are going to take in this is impossible. Like, you may never know, like, if a kid walks out, right, and see this happening, or I mean, people drive by, people are like, what the fuck going on, But still, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but. And she's like, how much you filming? I'm like, I don't know, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That's the plans of it. He wants to bring his walk around, which would be pretty damn cool, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. You know. But I won't get you guys the inside of that. So you may or may not see Chucky in the vlog. In the Slido vlog, if we ever do this. I said it'd be cool if we bring Chucky to the mall and we start walking around with him in the mall. But I don't think we want to talk to security people, man. Like I don't think we should put that in the vlog. At least I'll pull a fucking tail and be like, like, all right, cool. Well, you guys want to throw hands? You can throw hands, Talking about, I'm gonna get my manager. All right, we're freaking leaving, and then we get into this huge argument fight, and then y'all guys see me get arrested in the vlog. But no, that would be, again, cool, like the idea with the mall thing. But again, I do not want to talk to security people and be like, what are we bringing this in here for? This is under policy. And it's like, we certainly understand. And they'd be like, make sure you delete that video. Yes, sir. We are not deleting this video, guys. So we just got kicked out of the mall because we brought a walk around in there. So we are banned for the mall. And, again, risky, but hey, it is what it is. So she was surprised by it, actually. When I showed her the picture, she was really surprised. She was like shocked by that, actually. And that was a secret from her from her. But I was like, shit, I'm gonna just talk to you about this now, because this is the problem we were talking about. Kicked out, yeah. Let me bring some mall, we'll probably get like kicked out or something. I mean, it'll be pretty cool, but I feel like we'll get kicked out for like that, and then security gonna like get on us for like filming and stuff. But again, it sounds like good, but at the same time, like, I don't want to risk like being banned and like kicked out because or starting a fight with like security over the fact, like, hey, is this just for content? We're just filming and stuff, like, we're just filming and everything. But and again, you may never know, like, people will do like, people nowadays will just find a reason to just get at you, and then it's like, oh no, we're just filming for a vlog and everything, blah blah blah. Look, if you want us to delete the content, like, you want us to delete this part of the video, we can. It's cool. And then like at the end, it's be like, we're not deleting this footage, by the way. Like they would not watch, you know. But again, you'd be like, oh yes sir, yeah, we'll delete everything, everything off the phone. Like, you know, it'd be like that one conversation. Like we'll have like the phone like nearly hiding, and then you guys like hear the security guard talking to us, and we're like, oh yeah. We're doing this for content and stuff. I mean, nothing really wrong about that. We're like, is that camera on me? No, the camera's not on you. We'll delete it. You know, that's cool. Is that cool with you? We'll delete it. You know, was it busy in the mall? Like when we went. Okay, so I'm gonna do an insight here. Actually, I'm gonna do an insight with this next vlog. Let's talk about that. So the next vlog. Okay, insight. Was it busy in the mall? Yes, it was really busy in the mall. I could not film in the mall. Actually, I unfortunately did not film us walking like in the French Quarter. I did not film us filming in the mall. I'm like the only thing I filmed was me saving them from this friend, like from around New Orleans because I lost track of them. So you're gonna see that I did not film in the mall like I wanted to because it was so busy in the mall, and you know how people are. Like people want to just enjoy their time and everything, and like you know enjoy time with their families and whatever this and that and stuff. But you know it's to me it's like I'm still learning how to like film in public places with people around because I just get the urge to notice like if I film someone and try to catch them on camera, I don't want to have this moment where it's like not Liam incident. You know, I don't want to pull Liam incident saying like, okay, I'm sorry. I mean, we're just vlogging and stuff. Like, I want to just go explain myself, and then I pull down the camera, and I was seeing like my fucking shoes, and it was like, you know, someone just like fucking confronts me or whatever. Because it happens a lot of times with a lot of YouTubers and streamers and whatever. But at the same time, it's like, you know, that's just me. I just don't like filming a lot in public because it's, I don't know. I just don't know, but that's just my niche of it. That's why I really don't really film often. Like when I was doing the New Orleans, not New Orleans. What was that one? Homa thing. I had like a few people around there. New Orleans wasn't really too much. It was like okay. I mean, I guess the employees were like looking to see what the hell we were doing, obviously. But yeah, I try to be mindful around like other people. So yeah, the mall was actually busy. We did not film the mall. I'm so sorry. But other than that too, I actually literally had like a massage as well. So, like, I literally forgot about, oh, filming the video. And it's like, my mind was just, whoo, days out from there. There was this one place, actually, and they had, like, a nice, good artwork. The only problem is, though, that we cannot take any pictures or videos in this nice art place at all. And there was something that a buddy of mine really likes, and I'm like, I am sending this to him. But then the dude, the owner of the place, saw me, like, about to take a picture, and he told me, like, hey, no pictures and stuff. I was like, oh, sorry, my bad. So that's like one place too, but it was so cool. It was so cool. Will we go back? Of course. I mean, I would definitely. Yeah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Like it literally said no picture or videos, and I get that. I really do get that. I honestly understand too. But I was like, okay, I got you, man. We'll just look. Again, sucks, but it was a black owned business too. Actually, it was a black owned business, so I like it, but it just sucks. Like I can't take pictures of the artwork, and I forgot what it was, but a buddy of mine, he's like I think it was something with Medea. And I had a buddy who's like a big fan of Medea, and I was like gonna send it to him, but yeah, he told me no pictures, and I was like, fuck. Yeah, you're right. We'll take away from the fun. You are so right. But again, will we go back? Of course. I think it was just that moment where I was just like, let me just sink this in real quick, you know, because I've not been in this mall in a while, but let me just sink this in real quick. Let me just enjoy this time. But if we ever do go back to New Orleans again, I would love to take a walk in the French Quarter and like that's what I want to do. I want to take a walk around in the French Quarter. I want to make a blog mainly focusing around that, like trying out some places in the French Quarter and just walking around, getting that experience and stuff in the French Quarter. I think That's what it was. And we walked a bit of the French Quarter. We didn't like walk around in the French Quarter, but I want something like that. You know, I mean, yes, it's going to be packed, but it's not going to be like mall style pack. But still, like something variety different and stuff. They look got some nice places in the mall. Again, don't get me wrong, they really do. But I just feel like they're in that timing of it too, and plus, like we didn't have the mics, we didn't have the selfie stick. Well, I think this wasn't like I don't. I'm gonna say this might not be the perfect vlog that I ever done because the vlog and the selfie stick was just like a whole problem. New Orleans actually. Homa is not really much great for a mall area, to be honest. But you know, possibilities unknown on that one, huh? But New Orleans, yeah. I'd love to go back to the Baton Rouge Mall, Mall of America. I'd love to go back there. I wish I filmed it there, but it was so damn packed. Um, but yeah, man. But I would definitely go back. Like I'll take another trip to New Orleans actually. But no, wait. Speaking of Shamal though, because they're not on here tonight, but I told Dalton and Tyler I will do this. Actually, and I'll make a video of this too. If I ever go back to Metairie, because I am planning on going back to Metairie and like seeing their store, because I heard they're about to get there or installing, at least installing the Ninja Run ride. Um, not the Ninja Run, sorry, the Superhero Playground. They're installing that currently. My tech told me Tuesday. I told Dalton and Bo Tyler there's some Macy's in the area. I would go to the Macy's just to go see if they have a Toys R Us because I would love to see Jeffrey the giraffe in person. And there's two actually. There's two Macy's, one in Lafayette. I mean, I'm sorry, one in Metairie and one Baton Rouge. Me and Tyler was talking about it last night. I was like, I want to go. It's worth the trip. I mean, yes, the gas tank. It's not gonna like what I'm about to do, but still, I would literally would go take a day and like see that, just be amazed by it, if they have it. If they don't have it, then I'm fine with that too. But still, I feel like since it's there. I mean, I just feel like I can take the risk of doing it. But I feel like I'm gonna do Mary first because like it's right there. Like it's 55 minutes. Let's take a trip out there to still do it. Let me tag along Fate. Be like, let's go to Macy's to look for Jeffrey the giraffe. Like is a crazy idea, but let's do it. Like, why not? You know, because again, why not? If Taylor and Tyler and Dalton can find him and see him, why can't I? And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be an epic ass fucking blog. Going to the Chuck E. Cheese and also going to Macy's to find Jeffrey the giraffe. Like again, it's amazing. So amazing. I mean, it's so amazing. You know what else is amazing? You know what else is amazing? I forgot to bring this up in the beginning of the stream. You know what else is amazing? Since it's still Friday here, ladies and gentlemen, it is the King of Pop's birthday. Michael Jackson's 60, 70, no, 60, 67th birthday. 67, 67th birthday. Jesus Christ. You ever think about that? I should have played some damn tracks, honestly. Thought about it. But yes, Michael Jackson's 67th birthday. Hey, Michael. Yes, he's 67. I thought I texted you that. No, I didn't. Yes, Mike would have been 67 today. As they say, would have been 67. Yeah, the dancing machine himself. I totally agree. I totally agree with that, man. No one else can do it like Mike does. No one else can do it better than Michael. I was trying to figure out, like, what poses should I do, like, for Mike's birthday on New Year? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do the one he did with the Muppets, like with Kermit the Frog and Jim back like '84, and I was like, yeah, this one is iconic because why not? If you got three iconic icon legends in one pose. So if I had to take a stab guess, and this is the photo I'm talking about here again. Oh, take this off. But if I have to take a stab guess, look at this. Look at this photo right here. Oh my God! Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. You got the king of pop himself with Michael. I mean, with Jim and Kermit. You just what more can you get from this? So okay. Anyway, so if I had to guess, two as well. Coming back. Of course, the picture says well, the description says on my wiki, this came from the 1984 from the Victory Tour. So I want to say this probably somewhere in Canada, judging up by the suit, by the way, um, Michael's suit. But still, I feel like it's something with Canada. That's how the probably it. I'm not 100% sure. We don't really get like a certain date, but I just want to know what that conversation was about. Like, what was talk about? And God, we were so robbed in this so much. And I'm so glad that Michael bought the APV because, man, the Beatles were so close to suing Sesame Street ass because they were parodying their songs. But thankfully, Michael saved them from that. And plus, Michael actually did a cameo on Sesame Street, one of the holiday specials, actually. Um, yes, there is photos of Michael with the Rock of Fire. Actually, yeah. Um, Night, Ava. Hope we'll see you tomorrow. Yes, there is photos of him with Fats, where he's holding the frog. Him and Sal with Fats, and there's one with him, Sal, Shalisha. Yes. Let me find it. I know it's discussed it like in the Muppet Minute episode. Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, Billy Bob Irvin. I was gonna say Rick Bailey. That's the first thing I was gonna say. Rick Bailey. I was like, wait, that's not his name. I was like, oh, thank you. Let me find it. Phone is like loading it up right now. Ah! Okay, here it is. Says here that Michael Jackson purchased the Beatles catalog from ATV in 1985. Thanks to his purchase, a lawsuit against Sesame Workshop was dropped. So basically, the lawsuit was that they made like two like Beatles songs with like Beatles style Muppets in the ATV, which was the music company for like the Beatles. They were about to sue the Children's Television Workshop or Sesame Workshop, and thankfully Michael bought them in 1985, and the lawsuit was dropped in. So if it weren't for Mike, I think Sesame Street would have like a lot of money up their asses for a damn song. Like, if I could find it, put my Wi-Fi on. I was like, it works with or without the Wi-Fi sometimes with this phone. I swear it's crazy. Okay, here it is. Here's the lawsuit. So the one of the songs here is called Letter B. This was written by Christopher Sheff or Sheep. I don't know say his last name. Okay, anyway. So it says here the letter B. I don't want you to add. It says oh my god, I hate every time I come on here there's a freaking ad. I don't want the ad. Okay, there we go. It says here that the letter B is a song of parody of Beatles song Let It Be, sung by Sesame Street, the Beatles, like the Bugs, Beatles. Richard Hutt provided singing vocals. As the title implies, the song teaches about the letter B. Christopher, who had lost his voice at the time, later sung a portion of the song during an appearance at the. Oh wait, sorry, shoot, no, okay, my bad. Okay, sorry about that. So it says here, when the Beatles catalog was still owned by Norton Songs, the company attempted to sue Christopher and Norman Styles, sorry, who co-wrote the parody song "Hey Jude" to "Hey Food." Obviously, had Cookie Monster in it. They cite the songs for two. uh, directive to the original, while the songwriter's request for dismissal was denied. Before the case came to trial, Michael Jackson purchased uh, the catalogs and the suit was dropped. It, according to Christopher, the Children's Television Workshop was only fined $50, was paid out of his own pocket. Paul McCartney, who was not involved in the lawsuit, wrote to Christopher that he really likes the song. That's pretty nice. So yeah, two songs almost got into a lawsuit, and Michael Jackson saved the day. So hey, all heroes do wear capes. Actually, we're speaking of which, Mike, I want to read this comment somebody said, and I actually like this comment too very well enough. Okay, I think I'm having back problems now. So it says here, "Happy birthday to late Michael Jackson. His music is awesome, and his singing voice and dances were awesome. I don't believe that he's a pedo at all because there were people that tried to cancel him for money. He honestly did not deserve shitty things that occurred to him in his life. Unfortunately, when it comes to celebrities, in some cases, false accusations and allegations were made by people who are jealous or emotionally immature, and I don't know if I want to be a celebrity because of that. I'm glad that I have a Michael Jackson t-shirt that I've been wearing since high school, and no one has an issue with it. I actually like this. There was recently a concert where Stevie Wonder, who is Michael Jackson's third cousin, by the way, surprise, was literally tearing up while doing a cover of one of MJ's songs, The Way You Make Me Feel. And the reason he did so is that he knew Michael from when he was a lot younger. I'm sure he misses as much as his family does, and I don't blame him. This goes to show you how beloved Michael Jackson was. With that being said, I hope that while the King of Pop's on the other side, resting in peace, he is doing better spiritually, and I hope that his legacy continues to live on like it has been, and to be deserved in a lot of ways. The movie that has he was in to be preserved, so he no shit. So and so does his music. God damn. It's, I always hate when I stumble up words so much. But I agree with this comment. I actually like it so much. Okay, if you was thinking, please, should I this up to kids? That's hardcore fandom can be exactly, but people don't realize like yeah, people don't realize too is like Michael Jackson never had a childhood growing up, and people still like will still say that, oh, he slept with kids or he has sexual assault with kids. Like, no, he didn't. Like Mike really said that he did never land to like because he was robbed of his own childhood. Like, the comment from that picture here was it was. But yeah, Mike was like away from a childhood. Like this man was forced into the business of it, and I get it. His father, abusive as he was, obviously, um, he wanted to get his boys away from the drug dealing and the gang violence and other stuff. Again, it's good because you're getting your boys out of trouble from making mistakes because I mean hell, it's Indiana. Great Gary, Indiana, by the way. May I remind you? So back in the day, you had your drug dealers, your gang bangers, all this other stuff. So you want your kids to stay out of that style like trouble. You don't want your kids raising up being gangsters and everything. So, um, which is another thing too about the peel skin. It was a skin disease too, and like I don't think you will peel your own skin. That's ridiculous. I mean, I do disagree that the body surgery thing wasn't really enough. I mean, wasn't wasn't that much, but again, Joe would bully his son, talking about how he got a big nose and everything. I feel like the plastic surgeries were just really too much on Mike, but I get it. He tried, all that other stuff. Does not say stake stuff on this legend, guys. He deceased. What else do you want from him? Exactly. That's true. But nowadays people still do it because like they don't really give a shit anymore. It's like, oh, Michael Jackson touched kids. Michael Jackson did this. Michael Jackson did that. But like, no. Honestly, Michael Jackson was just raw from his childhood. This man was abused as a child. I mean, there's evidence enough. There's like literally evidence enough where Michael literally said in interviews like Joe would like literally would whip them if they miss a step. They will have to go outside to the backyard, get a switch or an iron rat. Like he would like freaking oil them neck with an iron like wrap and just whip them until they get the performance right. Like Mike was fast, and sometimes he'll get the beatings, sometimes he won't get the beatings. I mean, hell, if anybody's seen the Jackson American Dream, you can see some scenes where he's literally whipping on the kids, not Michael, but he's whipping on kids like Tito or Marlon, and then you can see how abusive was like to his daughters, like Reby, you know. But still, it, again, I kind of split on Joe in retrospect. I agree with you. I'm proud that Joe like gave his kids where they are today. Again, it's understandable. You want to get your kids away from that free roam life, but abusing them and stuff, and like getting them like the hardcore lesson, and you like they miss a step, you gotta like literally go out and like whip them, and then the other brothers watches on, and the mother like literally does nothing for it. Again, that must have been so hard on them. And then all these like rehearsals, all those rehearsals too, like you have to like rehearse day and night. Like imagine you like going to sleep, and then your dad like wakes you up saying, hey, rehearsals, let's go. And then the moment like he said, all right, time to start, and then people like they just move the tables, the chairs, and they'll start rehearsing in the living room. Like it's crazy. But then another thing too, like they don't call their dad, they call him Joseph or Joe. Like that's you know, like, oh, don't call me dad, call me Joseph. And it's like that's what it was. And then another thing too as well, that Joseph was a cheating father, by the way. He did cheat on his wife too with another woman, and then he had a daughter, and he took care of the daughter better than the actual sons and the other daughters too. Um, Again, he was a good father for bringing his kids where they are today, but was it worth the sacrifice of beating them to death to where it's like you had to put sense into them? No. So the misinformation, yeah, but it's not gonna stop. I feel like the biopic is gonna like hopefully show a new direction, but people are still not gonna stop about it. They still believe that Michael Jackson literally touched kids or did stuff to kids, and you got these other stupid debates like, oh, Prince is better than Michael Jackson or Elvis is better than Michael Jackson and the Beatles, all this other stuff. It's like, dude, no one really give a shit anymore. Like, Elvis did some way worse, probably some way worse stuff, like than what Michael did. Obviously, Michael was just there, like Michael just was just there to just bring the world his own talent. All right, like man. And that's not it either, because you feel like that there's still a lot of tons of music that might record that are just gatekept by the estates or his record company. They are. They actually are. You're right about that. There's a lot of demos, like recording demos and unreleased tracks that we will probably at least never hear from light of day. Now, from what I heard at one point, there actually is, but this person, at least from my knowledge, is not allowed to release them due to the estate saying, "Hey, you cannot release these tracks." And there's a lot of unreleased stuff that Michael recorded, but I think somebody has it, but he's keeping it because the estate said do not upload them or do not put them publicly. I remember hearing a video about it, oh, a long time ago. But it's true. It is true. There's so much stuff, and I mean, you know, with all the stuff that Mike recorded, because Mike recorded a lot of tracks out there, and we'll never probably get to hear them. And maybe we like heard like a snippet here and there. We'll probably never get to hear like those unreleased, like some unreleased tracks ever again, and they'll probably never see the light of day due to how much it is. Like Thriller 40, we were surprised to hear like so much demos of tracks that we never thought were like, oh, this was really supposed to be in the album, but then it got like moving on to like this album, like The Toy was a demo, and then years later it became to like uh, I Am Your Joy, those types of stuff. I know Dangerous had like so much demos that either went to the Escape album like years later. But yeah, man. Hopefully one day we get to hear them actually be released. I know they are planning after the biopic. They're saying that they're planning making a Dangerous documentary. So hopefully, like with Thriller, at least better with Thriller, we get to hear like unreleased like demos from Dangerous and stuff. I feel like they got some unreleased stuff. The Jackson got some unreleased stuff. So it's like, come on, release it out there to the public. What is there to lose? Unless it's like a will that Michael said, hey, do not release these unreleased tracks whatsoever. That is totally understandable. Unless it's like something that Michael is not fully proud of, or like he's like, okay, this is not the best track. Don't release this. Like I said, there's like a will somewhere that Michael said that these certain tracks should not be released to the public. Understandable. But yeah, man, release the tracks. That's what I'm saying. If they're good, release them. If they're not good, then don't release them. I don't know, but hey, man. Um, uh, but I know that's one of the fans. A lot of fans want actually hardcore fans. I might add really want is like the unreleased tracks from Michael. Like they want to see that happening, and you know what? Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm a baby drink, bro. Like, fucking trying up. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Oh man, I put this fan on. Okay, now I'm back. They got like hiding over here. You understand? Mike didn't want to release them in case someone would try to steal them or steal them illegally. That too. I think that's also. I think that's also another thing too. Is like they fear that like if they release these in public, someone will steal them and like claim illegal stuff. So again, like I said, there's a will in Michael Jackson's, will saying that these should not be out to the public. I mean that's understandable, rightfully so. I can get that. So, uh, but now we're talking about Michael Jackson. So like I said, there's a will out there saying that he does not want these out to the world, to the public to hear because again, people will take stuff and make it their own. It makes a lot of sense. So, but in that case, if there's no will, then I am sure that the estate, how battered they are actually too, because again, the estates have a lot of plaque on them from the NJ community. Hopefully one day they'll actually release it to the public. But only time will tell. So, only time will actually tell what the estate will do. Yes, it's still not. It'll never be good in its own right. It'll never be good actually. So nothing will change with the Michael Jackson estate. And people are still saying like how Thriller 40, at least yeah, Thriller 40 wasn't a good album because it was just a mixture of what came before, like Thriller 25 with some of the remixes, and then some of the unreleased tracks like people heard beforehand, but they were like, there were so many other unreleased tracks that could have been at least a bit better. And in my honest opinion, I feel like if you were gonna do an album really, really great, take out those remixes that we already heard from like Thriller 25, that's just me. I feel like if you want to make the Thriller 40 album great, bring in the demos. Like, bring in so much unreleased demos that people never ever heard about before. And I think that's one of the things a lot of various MJ fans, didn't like about the Thriller 40 album. I don't blame them. I really do not. I do not blame them. I guess, and Michael was a perfectionist. He really was. Michael made sure that he would stay in the studio for like hours and hours mixing and stuff to make sure it sounds perfect. You know, like Michael make sure that this track will not be released or this album will not be released until it sounds perfect to him. Everything sounds perfect. Um, and that's how I am with my videos. Like, I want everything to be perfect. I want to make sure it's perfect. It's great. It's amazing. It's cool. But wasn't write his own albums until Well, I thought he did. Well, let's talk about Motown. Then yeah, you're right about that. Motown, that's true. That's what you're talking about, right? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You're talking about Motown. I forgot. Epic Records. That was off the wall. That is true. My bad, man. Motown. They wrote the stuff until they went to like CBS, then Epic Records. That's when they started writing their own music. You're right about that. Okay, that's true. But yeah, off the wall. Yeah, he wrote some stuff for that, and then the other albums he did too. Yeah, you're right about that. Right, that's true. I was so confused, and then I was like, Motown. I was like, right, because they didn't have like what it was. And at least for me, at least, I guess they didn't believe like since they were like young, they didn't know nothing about the music business. Um, they just let them sing whatever they feel like. Oh, this is what the Jackson Five are gonna sing. They don't have control over these writing songs and stuff. And thankfully, they kind of got out that contract. Like, hey, we want to write our own songs. Why are they gonna make us like do these types of songs? And thankfully they did. You know, thankfully they moved out of Motown and started writing their own type of music. Music they like to hear and produce their own types of tracks. You know, I don't think it was like that for every artist they did. I want to say every artist they did that, but as far as I know, the Jackson Five, yeah, New Edition was like that too at one point with their first album, Candy Girl. They didn't really, with Street Rise Records, they didn't really write much. It wasn't until like the second and third album and so on and so on, they started writing more. Like MCA would get them like permission to like, you can write some of the songs, you know, like Motown had the paper control the record later on as he got older. The Jackson, could I say it on the radio? Yeah, I think it was just like, I think it was Joe, if I'm not mistaken. Joe didn't like the direction Motown was doing, and he felt like I think the boys could like easily write more of their songs. That's another thing too, or maybe was the contract as well. But yeah, they were looking for like different ways out. Same thing happened with the Temptations with Motown. They tried to get out their contract and they went to a different label. I think that's when they moved to a different label. They started writing their own songs at one point. I could be wrong though. I think when the Temps left, the Temptations left Motown. I think Motown wrote most, if not all, the Temptations songs. And when they left there for CBS, I want to say, I forgot where they went to next. I think that's when they started writing their own songs too, as well. But the only one I say was Jermaine because he was dating Barry Gordy's daughter at the time, and then Jermaine like split off of there, and you know. But I'm kind of glad that Mike went off and like wrote some of his songs because like you can tell like some of his songs were a masterpiece from the start. You know. Oh boy, 10:30. Awesome, sweet. Time is going by fast, actually. That's why I wish I was an inhibitor of MJ and Jack's fighting history and stuff. Right, yeah. I mean, I'm more to like MJ music. Not really like Jackson 5. Somewhat of the Jacksons, but I'm more to like MJ, you know? I don't know how we got to this conversation. No, I know why I got this conversation, but yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the best of both worlds. Yes, indeed it is. And I'm glad that lives on, you know? We do lives. We go live in the morning, I do live at night. Honestly, it all depends on how I'm feeling. But in the mornings, no, because I have to work. You know, some days I have to work. And some of it, some of you, have school, and I do not like doing that. If you go into class and you see a notification saying that I'm live, that'd be weird. But no. Mainly in the evenings. I'm an evening person. When I go live, because it's like more chill in the evenings. I guess that's where I write stuff from the weekends. Not from the weekends, from like their days. So yeah, evenings. It would be so cool if more history about MJ life or during his music career. I mean, off the phone, music career will be real in the biopic. I won't. I can't really get guys my honest opinion about the biopic because I know like, well, yeah, I can obviously. But anyway, the biopic. I feel like they're going to talk so much about it. I feel like in the first part, we are going to get into the early life of MJ. Of course, we're going to see parts of the abusive, the days of the Jackson 5, all the way to Motown. I wish they covered, I know they're not going to cover a lot because it's a biopic, and you know, some things are going to cover off of real facts, and some they're going to just cover off of whatever, you know, just extras in. I think the hardest part I'm actually willing in this to see. I'm not ready to see that 83 incident. I'm really not. I'm not prepared myself to see that happening, and I don't know how they're gonna take that scene, unlike the incident. Was it no 1984 incident? Sorry, not 83. 84 incident with the Pepsi commercial thing. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Like, besides from the allegations, because I know that's gonna be hard too for a lot of fans. It's that Pepsi incident. I don't know if I'm ready for that to happen. I'm not ready for that scene to come on. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Right, we still don't have a trailer yet, unless they're still preparing it. Who knows? Who knows? But that's one thing I'm not ready to see right now. You know, the Pepsi incident. I think that's one of them. But I'm excited to see what else they cover. As far as we know, we had Jafar, you know, doing that performance of Man in the Mirror. And we also got confirmed to the guy who's playing Joe Jackson that they did the scene with the Motown 25. So as far as we know, that's the only two scenes that's in there, plus some other stuff as well. I don't know if the sisters will be in the biopic. I heard a lot of people say that like Janet and Reby and Latoya would not be part of the biopic because of some downfall of the sisters in the estate. So I don't know for sure. A lot of people say that Janet Jackson deserves her own biopic, which is true, obviously. She really does. Janet Jackson deserves her own biopic. People are saying Halle Bailey should play Janet Jackson. I mean, again, that's understandable, but Halle, who is also Little Mermaid, you know, she got a kid now and stuff, and all this other stuff. Nothing happened with Michael Jackson's siblings. I mean, so far, the only one that actually passed away a year ago, about a year ago, about 2 months from now, is Tito. So Tito unfortunately passed away due to a heart attack. So maybe they stopped that and putting in love and memories for Michael and Tito, because again Tito did unfortunately did pass away, but the other siblings, they are still around. Jackie and Marlon, they're still doing like tours with one of Tito's sons. Um, Janet is still around, Randy's still around, Latoya's still around, Reeby's still around, Jermaine is still around. So those are the only surviving siblings. If I miss anyone, let me know. But those are the only surviving siblings that are still around. So far, the ones that has been lost is Michael and Tito, um, which Tito suffered from a heart attack, um, which is sad too, by the way. So we lost two Jackson brothers. So I know that biopic is gonna be so hard, seeing like you know Michael and Tito in the biopic. I know that was a sad loss. We almost lost Marlon to. Are they like in their 70s or 60s? I don't know. I'm almost say yeah, because all of them are born in different years. So yeah, like 70s or 60s, 60s or 70s, yeah. Yeah, we almost lost Marlon. Marlon had a lot of health problems, and we almost lost him. Thankfully, we didn't. He survived through those health problems, thank God. Randy kind of been like quiet. Jermaine also been quiet. Weeby and Latoya, they're like, okay, Latoya posts here and there, but she don't really talks much. Weeby, I don't hear much from her. What the fuck did I shoot this dog? Alright, there we go. Weeby, I don't really hear much from her. And that's pretty much it. I know Janet be doing like tours and all this other stuff. Janet still be doing music, so she's still kicking it in with that. I thought she was like, gonna stop doing the tours a little bit, to help out with the biopic, but I guess not. You got Prince still around, Blanket, Michael Jackson's daughter. Oh my God, what is Michael Jackson's daughter's name? Prince, Blanket. Oh my God. Oh, Paris. Yeah, Paris. Yeah, Paris. She's still around. Yeah. I'll say Janet's probably the most active Jackson sibling. Yeah, yep, she is. They're like two rising stars. Her and Michael. So yeah, I agree. That tastes good. It might be a little tough to ask. Oh shit. Thoughts on the MJ trial allegation. I still believe he didn't do it. I believe Michael didn't do it. Michael Jackson, again, like I said, he was taken from his childhood. He was robbed from his childhood. Michael Jackson cared about the kids. Sorry, Michael Jackson cared about the kids so much that he made Neverland for for the children, and he raised so much money to the charities for the children. I still believe that Michael Jackson is not a pedophile at all. You know, Michael Jackson was, again, robbed from his childhood. He was forced into the entertainment business, and he never had a lot of proper children to go play around with or hang out with and stuff. So he wanted to give his gift back to the world, and that was children. And I still believe, I still believe that those allegations are just stupid. I seen a documentary on HBO Max years ago, and I get it. They want to make money off of it, but still, I really feel like Michael Jackson did not touch no kids and stuff, you know. But again, Wayne, James, they're still going back again for this court case. But at the same time, I don't believe it, man. Michael Jackson loved kids, and it's like he's not like a pedophile type character. Honestly, there's worse pedophiles out there that done way worse things to kids, or at least try to do for kids. And again, as an MJ fan, not just saying it because I'm a fan of MJ, because again, I kind of know like what he was going through, or heard what he was going through. He did it, he did it because of love for children. So, but people, again, people will do anything for money at this point. And again, like, people do anything for money. At first, they deny the claims because their parents wanted the money for it. But still, it's like, again, they want anything for money, and it's stupid. It hurts. It really does hurt to see that, like, people are still trying to find a way to say that, yep, MJ touches kids, and they sexualized kids. But it's like, no, he did not. Michael Jackson was raw from his childhood, and that's what the hell happened, honestly. So, can't believe God and Tinge about this. I mean, Tinge or Michael Jackson talk. It's good though. It's actually good. It's actually good. I love it. Okay. Okay. And those Leaving Neverland documentaries still tried to prove it too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. But like I said, they're trying to go back again on it. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Ew. Ew. So yeah. But you ain't gonna catch me be a hardcore MJ fan and like be on defense mode, this and that. I'm gonna just speak my honest, blunt opinion about it. You know how it is. So yeah, but you ain't gonna catch me on hardcore MJ fan mode and then beat you down in your fucking comment section saying how it's not true or whatever this and that. That type of BS. You know, those MJ fans will be on. But oh, excuse me. Well, aside from MJ stuff, I've been somewhat on most MP lately. They live has such a great catalog of music. One thing that I found out, and I find it so interesting too. You're gonna love this. But speaking of which, with black music in general, I find it so interesting that CEC, and I'm guessing it's only coming from Avenger, because I was just listening to the other night a lot of black music from CEC, because I just love the music that they did, not just from Motown, but like from other artists too. I was like, they really went out with black people music of songs, and I'm like, they did their shit back then, like with what was one song they did shit, like I Feel Good, fucking the Motown stuff, like you just said. Um, what was the other one I listened to the other day, and it was like, or the other night, I was like, shit, this is fucking good. So you see, was cooking with the black people music, just in general. Like I find it so interesting. Like they were doing a lot of, I think majority more of the show they were doing like songs from more black artists than like from the white artists. Oh god, I did not sound right. My bad. But yeah, that's why I find it. I find that so interesting. Like this, I find it interesting. I can't remember the song right now, but I said to myself, "Oh wait, I think I do. I think I remember now. It was Just One Look." And hold on, let me see who wrote that song. Oh no, Just One Look sounds like a black person song. Really, Discord? It was a 1960 song. Hey, I was right. It was a black person. And then there was the other one, like Wait, Mr. Postman, like Mr. Postman, look and see. That one, yeah, that was another one. Does Eagle Down the Road counts as the Motown song? Yes, actually. Wait, hold on. Well, it was made by Motown, so I could say yes, but I'm gonna ask Google. To be to be to be honestly sure. Yes, okay, I was right. Yes, it says here that "Easing on the Road" is considered a Motown song. Is recorded as a duet between Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, as the theme for the 1978 film adaptation The Wiz. So yes, even though it was like the movie was still made by Motown, it's still considered as like, yeah, it's a song. I mean, it's a Motown song because again, you think about it, the movie is from Motown. Will Country from Motown. So yes, it is actually. Was that the one I listened to the other night? I don't remember. Nope, that was nails to the other version. But yeah, I just I just find it interesting. I find it interesting, like so many black artists that they did, or I mean, done songs, and CEC just adapts from it. And I was like, Avenger had to be like the most one of the eras that's like, you can list any show and be like, is this a black artist song? If any song that Chucky's singing it, then yeah, you know it's gonna be a black artist, obviously. And I just find that so amazing. Like, or like from Helen or Jasper or Munch, Pasquale, right? Yeah, I just find that amazing. Like they done song from black artists more than they do from white artists, and that just amazed me. Is like that's how you know the shows back then were really going into this level, like you know, amazing. And it's like wow, like what did I do to deserve this treatment of love from black music? And thank you, CEC, for doing this to me very much. I guarantee you they were I don't know, Jeremy and Rob was so good at picking some shows, simply from songs, and it was just like that's how you know black artists got like a lot of beautiful talent. And CEC over here, they took the pen and they're like they took notice and they said, hey, we're gonna do some songs like this. Except for Jasper. Jasper writing a country song is always white people stuff. Sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Look, I Want You Back was his thing, but if Jasper singing a country song, it's a white person goddamn song. Jasper's white. I don't care anymore. Like that's just what it is. You'll never see Jasper sing a black person song unless it's I Want You Back. Then if he's singing that lead, yes. Other than that, country songs, yeah, he's singing a white person song. That's literally it. Again, I could be wrong on this one, obviously, but Jasper is the white country dog singer. Chucky, Helen is your black singers in the group, and and I think yeah. Oh no, it was it was Boogie Fever. That's what it was. It was Boogie Fever. That's what it was. I was listening to September 2003. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm listening to it. Next thing you know, I'm like, ooh, got the black music kicking in. Okay. But yeah, I just I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I really love the fact that a lot of black artist songs were done by CEC. And one day, don't quote me on it because you know how I am right now with procrastination. If I will make a full-on collaboration of a lot of black artist songs that CEC done, I will do that and I will make a goddamn full video out of that. But don't quote me on it though because I feel like that'll take a lot to look into. But still, I would definitely would try an idea like that. But again, not today. Not today. So, um, yeah, I just find it interesting. I was like, all these damn black artists that dude you're making, it's so amazing to me. Like they really understand music back then. This was a show. I think Rockstar did some stuff too, early Rockstar, at least from my knowledge. But hey, Avenger. I mean, buddy, you are overrated as fuck. Obviously, that will never change. Like your music, the way that you put your music on the map, brother, you did your thing. And I was highly convinced that Almost Chucky was kind of black, but now I'm highly convinced that Rockstar Chucky is black. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Rockstar Chucky is a YN. I don't care what anyone says. Don't tell me he's a mouse. That man is a YN because ain't no way you are showing up game signs in your own restaurant and then you got kids on the dance floor and then you being this rapper and then you're talking about you're from the hood. all this other stuff. Anyway, Rockstar Chuck is Hawaiian, so there you go. There goes the theory lore for it. How do I know? It's just obvious. I just know. This man ain't innocent. Chucky was a gangster. So, you know, don't get it twisted, Michael. Don't get it twisted. When you think too deep into it, don't be like Cheddar. You think too deep into it, then you really, really think too deep. Then it's like, you know what? Forget y'all. That's a fun fact. I found out about this cool gospel R&B song the other day. They get made up of beat. So like also, you remember what the song was called? It's called In the Secure in the. I'm gonna look this on Spotify. I'm gonna listen to it actually out the stream. I'm gonna get this honest thought maybe by tomorrow. Bring this up to me tomorrow, and then be like, how I listen to the song, and then be like, yeah, I did. I'll give you my honest thoughts of it. Okay, I put it in my Spotify so that way, like, I know about it. Oh shit, I might have to play the damn song actually because Spotify. Hey, I gotta click on the song first to get it. Not the live version, obviously. Not the live version. I got. Why did someone show me a live version? Hey, Tyler. By Kurt and the Singers. Okay, when I type it, it's showing me the live version. Do I have to click on the? Oh, just click on the. Wait. Oh, all of them are live. Okay. You know what? You know what, pal? I will definitely. I'm gonna just listen to the live version. That's all it is. I'll listen to the live version. Doing good. You know, it's funny. I was talking to Tyler the other day. I was like, "We really miss you on the lives, man." He's like, "You always been busy with life, and you're catching up with stuff." And I told you I stopped being aware, like whatever you drop in. I'm not saying I was aware. Obviously, I wasn't. But I was like, "Hey." So, what a coincidence of it, actually. Which, by the way, too, since you're on here, I might as well just tell them what the heck me and you were just talking about the other day. Which, surprise, surprise, actually, I want to bring this up to your attention. I know Taylor's not on here tonight, so I will just do this anyway because you're on here, and I will just say this since you're on here. Well, yeah, I know, of course. But speaking of, oh my god, dude, I almost fell. I almost fell and almost dropped on my butt. That'd be funny. Well, anyway, since we're talking about that, let's talk about what we talked about the other night. Which, oh my god, it was actually funny to me in so many ways. So anyway, like I was saying, hey, Showtimes. So yeah, like I was saying, Tuesday, I seen you that picture of the bunny, right? Right? So, you were like, what you said? Oh yes, you said no bunnies in the interview. So I remember that. I remember you said no bunnies in the interview. So, I was like, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention this by the way. I actually, unfortunately, signed a contract. You remember this too, pal, so don't act like you wasn't innocent on this. I signed a contract a while back saying whenever we do this interview, because the contract simply said that I have to have Taylor on the interview first. I promise, because I am keeping her on the back burner wait for a very long time now. They put me on contract the other night and said, you gotta get Taylor on the interview first. That was the contract part of it. But also in the contract that I cannot bring Miss Bella Bunny to the interview. Taylor said if I can have her in the collection, cool. Do not bring her near me. I told Taylor, please do not ask her for the live stream. Obvious reasons. Just for that. And ladies and gentlemen, I cannot bring the bib to the interview either. So look at that. He's right there. I mean, it's right there on the line. I mean, on the wall. Beautiful wall, by the way, right? Okay, cool. So, I was told not to bring the bib on the stream either. That was also in the contract as well. That was also in our contract as well. And unfortunately, if I bring either or to the interview, I will have to face the wrath of being stuffed into a body bag. And I told Tyler, if y'all ain't taking me to the land of what did I say? What did I say the other day? Which was pretty funny. Hold on, let me find it. What did I say the other day? Oh my dude, I do not remember this. I mean, I do remember. Something like unicorns or something. Yep, here it is. I said, look, y'all ain't taking me to the land of cakes, ice cream, unicorns shooting rainbows out of their butt. I don't want it. And then Tyra replies, well, damn, that ruins the surprise. So it was that. I was like, and then I thought about it later. I was like, wait a second. Will I get food and water? He said, penis in a small water bottle. I said, shit, better than nothing. So I was like, when did we start? He said, when Bella hits the interview. And so, remember the contract. Guys, I am under contract, by the way. So keep that in mind. I kind of am under contract. Sucks, huh? So, legal actions call for legal measures. Can't have a bib. Cannot have Bella during the interview. I am only allowed to wear my Chucky drip for the interview. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm fine with it, honestly. As long as like you guys won't see the bunny in the interview, hey, we're good. So that was part of the deal. Oh no, it's reconnected. Oh, Lotion Gate. Ah, right. I forgot we didn't mention that too. There's an also in the contract. We're not supposed to bring Lotion Gate either. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. That was also in the contract. I'm surprised we didn't talk about that. Actually, so thank you for reminding me too. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the contract says that I'm not supposed to bring Bella, Bib, or Lotion Gate to the interview. I'm only allowed to wear Constant Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese drip in the interview, as rightfully so, obviously. But don't worry, because I can make the assumption that my boy Chucky will be sitting on the interview with us. And why not? Because I feel like if she's going to bring something, if she's going to bring Edgar or Bruce or one of her plushies, then yes, my boy Chucky got to be in there. It's nice. He's not Bella, so, my boy Chuck, he'll be sitting with us, chilling with us on the interview and stuff. So, yeah. So, you need to say nothing no about this little guy. And I hope he doesn't say, you can't bring him. It's like, how many contracts do we have out here? Oh, did I discuss about the Roblox game? No, I did not, but thanks for asking. Let's get to that conversation. We need CC fighting game. I know that's not going to happen because the character was age or anything. Violence the kids could be cool, but it never happened. That leads us to our next subject, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I heard about this earlier today. Yes, the nice ship at Chuck E. Cheese dog. I didn't really hear much about it. Beforehand, I didn't hear much about it. I think I seen like one or two music videos. Yeah. Wow, I can't even talk tonight. Hard about this. I see like one or two YouTube videos of it, and I try to see like all of it. Now, look, I can understand this. I'm not gonna go like crazy. I can see more of that tomorrow, I guess. I understand what happened to the night shift. They got copyright claim because whoever was a part of it or whoever was part of the project, they did what we like to call, say it with me kids, they're making a profit off of it. So just like the incident with Real to Real, obviously, the creators are making a profit off the game, which of course Chuck E. Cheese themselves was not happy about it. Now, I am not sure if the company was aware of this from the jump start, or did they just know about it? Again, I don't know the whole story, and maybe we don't know the whole story either. But either way, people are saying that corporate now is finding out about this, but I feel like corporate, should really look into it before. I don't know. But anyway, CC should make an official real to real game. They should. You're right. They never will. Right, because they're afraid that they don't want people to program their electronic shows, but they should. They really should. I heard Matt Daniel really loved the reel to reels. Actually, it could help a lot of programmers program a show. But no, see, there's whole purchase with their IPs. Like we don't want it to happen now. No, exactly. They don't want it. They don't want it to happen. But it's like let it happen. They won't. The lights, depending on it, they would not. But I agree with that one. Um, but it was on Roblox. I don't know. I mean, I know about Roblox. I don't play Roblox, but I just know that the creators were making money off of it. CC, I guess, took notice, and then boom, it's gone. Supposedly they're coming back again with something else. So why you gonna put like a private mod like they did with Restromation and all the other Rocket Fire stuff, obviously. So that CDC would not come after their little sweet asses. So obviously they're gonna make a little private mod and people are gonna upload this and they'll be like, can I get the private mod? No. Why? You can have it. That's how it would be. It's like, bullshit, but hey, it's one of those incidents, like I said, hey, you fuck around and find out, make money off of this, and don't think the actual company that's, it's gonna come after your little sweet ass without saying, hey, we're giving a copyright claim. That's why you need to talk to the company about something about it, but, like, not people, he keeps killing me, shit. It really shows me how they work, even a similar, yeah, exactly. Dude, you know what else is crazy? Oh my god. Rockfire Replay, for those that know what Rockfire Replay is, that used to be the first thing for 64 Gamer that used to make. Aaron Fector took notice of it. Aaron Fector took down the fucking game, obviously, because he got offensive that Billy Bob was saying a curse word in a song, and then he was trying to make amends to 64 Gamer. Of like, hey, let's make peace, let's do this. But Aaron Fector is making his own simulator game now with the Rockfire, so all is happy. But yeah, so right for real to real, there was Rockfire Replay, and people were programming, and then Aaron didn't like what was going on because he was saying that people's programming was a bit like was not that great, and then you got the Rockfire saying curse words like, if you wasn't the one that said a lot of stuff in Earl's voice and Billy Bob's voice, I beg your finest fucking pardon, Mr. Aaron Fector, sir. You literally said the N-word in a puppet's voice. Yeah, he definitely does. He's actually still making the game, actually, a little simulator game. So that's actually been in production for a very, very long time, and it's still going on for it. So hey, keep going, Aaron. Even though the Rockfire kind of been dead, sir, but keep going, Aaron. I still feel like Aaron should have hit retirement. Yes, he did. He did. He really did. No, let's not forget. Let's not forget that he also said some very interesting curse words, very interesting vocabulary in Billy Bob's voice and Pooh on You. I am not gonna play it, but just know there's Billy Bob got some interesting vocabularies in there, and I never thought that Billy Bob, a person that is so child friendly, said some interesting words about whoever he's singing about, obviously, but that's not the point. Yeah. And I'll never forget that he said the N-word in Fat's voice too, so yeah, that says a lot. But hey, look, Billy Bob hates your ass. Okay, even can't even talk. Even Billy Bob hates your ass. Wow. Okay. I don't know what I did to you, Billy, but thanks, pal. Thank you so much for hating me, even though I did nothing to you. But hey, cool. His mind's like, okay, it's my character. It's like his mind goes, it's my character, so it's okay. But if I use it, it's not okay. Exactly. Why do you need to take retirement? I don't care anymore. As he gets tired of being his character. No, he needs to take retirement now. This man is like 60, 70 something, right? But he should have retired after Create Visionary went downhill. Oh wait, it's still going because you. Well, this was Zan said the other day on the stream. Billy Bob, I mean, yeah, he can't do Billy Bob's voice anymore, which is true. You got Brandon, not a bad dude by the way. Actually, I like Brandon's voice. You got a new voice actor for Duke Guru. I mean, you're still doing. No, sorry, Jetter Shooter is doing the voice of Fats. Your Rolf and Earl are still barely hanging on. Looney Bird, not Looney Bird still living. Okay, never mind. But still, he will die with the rock fight. Fuck yeah, he won't. Yeah, he will not let it go. And again, I understand it. It's your prized possession. It's been your thing, your niche since day one. It's your babies. But oh my god, dude, give it a rest. Look, I'll say it before and I will say it again. The Rockfire explosion died literally after Consti vacation. After that, what was the Rockfire explosion? New Rockfire. What the fuck is that? What is the new Rockfire explosion? Ladies and gentlemen, no, genuine question. What is the new Rockfire explosion? Like, that's a genuine question. No, I already know what it is, so I don't even answer that. But still, um, still, that, that was the new Rockfire explosion. Nurse all says after them, yeah, that's why. Yeah, the lead show is true. I hope nobody just I hope nobody's typing an answer like the new Rockfire explosion is like I know what it is, but I just hope y'all understand. I was joking about that, but still, Visions, animatronics. A lot of ideas can look cool on paper, Mr. Fector, but in reality, nobody wants it, and that's where it failed. Like that's where it failed. Everything died after that. I mean, it was cool. You could at least. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they still failed in the end. Like, you could have easily sold the Rockfire to, like, the moms and dads, family entertainment centers, and just faded away, and then they just completely died. You put everything in the Rockfire in the 90s. I mean, no, sorry. I need to stop reading y'all comments so fast. He put everything into the Rockfire and then didn't go his way. True. He's stuck in the 1990s. Yeah, that is true. Actually turning them into stales and outdated shows that will last for too much. Yeah, exactly. Not to mention, the new Rockfire, was not really advanced enough to what the classic Rockfire was. If only he kept that direction going, it could easily worked it. And I say could have easily because I don't think it would work it, but still, I get it. But no, it didn't work it. Again, I get it, these are your precious babies, your motivation from day one, but ever since, like, the contract went downhill in, like, 85, yeah, 85, like, yeah, 85 when they started, like, doing the Breeze contract, God, what the fuck that contract's called? The licensing deal, yeah. So once that really took effect, 84, 85, oh, that's when you know it was, like, the downfall was really happening. Like, it was obvious. It's really too bad because I know he could at least keep evolving into the animatronics. Yeah, second generation characters could have seen the light of day, but just like as Nolan Bush now, who was killing Peacetime Theater, obviously, Air Effector was killing the Rockfire Explosion. Again, I will, look, I'll keep saying this, man. I'll keep saying this. I know someone's gonna correct me one day, and that'd be nice. Thank you so much for correcting me. But still, Air Factor, again, as advanced as he was, he also killed like creative too because this man was putting so much money into like different ideas, like the new second generation characters. Like again, that idea looks so damn cool, and I would love to see that happen one day. Unfortunately, that will never happen. Why did it took Aaron COVID to finally work on second generation Duke? Well, second generation Duke is MIA right now because Aaron he got some other important shit going on right now, right? So ladies and gentlemen, oops, sorry. He says that he is planning on restoring those shows again with the help of Gene, which is great. I love Gene. Gene is awesome. Gene is cool. Gene is going to carry Crib Engineering to the next level. Love you, Gene. But anyway, let me just say right here with Aaron, retirement is a good thing to happen right now. Somehow the old direction is still worth it, and what's funny is nowadays the new Rockfire will be outdated in its own right since it was created to modify exactly. Second generation gear would have ended the animatronic show. The show is true. He has been slowly working on the second gen boss. Really short time. Must have been some procrastination. Yeah, that too. And then remember too, Aaron is old. Aaron is old. Aaron got to give out tours and all this other stuff. I don't know. Gene is the guy that informed me really fraud, I think. Send me that information, actually, sir. But, yeah, no, seriously, send me that information, actually. I would love to read that. Now give me second thoughts on putting them on. WD showing. What if Chuck E. Cheese wanted to also use new Rockfire bots for Chuck E. Cheese restaurants? Lord, lordy, 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 lord. I think they'll die. It's like saying, no, it's not like saying, but they'll die. Once he retires, or a lot of potentials will be available. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So if he does retires, right, and maybe, well, you're not really much into the fandom though, but I can tell you how this goes. Once he retires, right, or unfortunately pass away, and I say unfortunately because I know a lot of people don't want him to like see him pass away, but um, his Carrie, his girlfriend, his current girlfriend, surprisingly still with him to this day, is it's gonna take the money from Aaron. A lot of fans speculate that she is there for the money. I think she is. I don't know, but I'm not gonna talk bad on someone I don't know like well enough. But the Rocket Fire, like Crave Engineering, um, will most likely go to Jack Turner. And for those that don't know who Jack Turner is, Jack Turner is a fan in Minnesota. And he's like Aaron's little protege. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, that was funny. That was so funny. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it. I knew you was gonna say that. I was waiting on it too. I was so waiting on it. I was, I was so. I was waiting on that moment to get to you. Whew, that guy. Oh god, I got him. But let me stop. I don't know if he's rich or not, but I mean, well, he's getting money off the tours and the. Oh, okay, you're being serious, but I know he's getting money off the tours. Sorry, you used to have money off of tours, and he has money for the premium subscription channel, by the way, which you can actually sign up and waste all your goddamn money on, by the way, too. You can get like in depth behind the scenes, supposedly behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, that's where you're getting his money from, and tours. Used to be from tours, so. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, Jesus Christ. Damn, Tyler, caught. I knew it was. I knew I was gonna get you somehow for that one, and that was a right moment. But yeah, he's probably gonna sell his will over to Jack, and then if he gets to Jack, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna be fucked because Jack Turner. Oh, my money. It's true. That's actually true. Yeah. But yeah, if he gives his will to Jack Turner or to Gene or to Layton, or to like Robbie, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're fucked. Like, it's obvious we are so fucked because the fact is though, like, the fact is too, Aaron Fector has a lot of shit, like a lot of lost audio too, that never been released yet, and probably never will be. And this another thing is Aaron Fector too. They're gonna gatekeep those suckers for a very long ass time. But I could be wrong at the same time. I could be wrong. Tell Terrell I say hey, or we all say hey. Um, oh no, Taylor's in here. Tyler, you know what's gonna happen. If Taylor's in here, it's a show. It's gonna be a show. We are not gonna. We are, dude. We are not doing this again. I mean, I miss her being on here, but if she comes in here, just know the show's just about to be done. We're about to go live like 12, like till freaking 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning again, dude. Like we can't have this right now. I mean, again, I miss her. I miss her being on here, but I can't, you know, exactly. And then I'm gonna forget like, fuck, like oh fuck, I forgot. I need to get some real sleep. And then it's like, oh man, I got these two over here entertaining me tonight. It's like, woo! Just know when y'all both are in here, the show just begun. Like the show just begun, and you know. uh, but that's what I love about it too. That's what I love about it. When y'all two get in here, we all, ooh, it's party time. Like, ooh, the double T's came in tonight. All right, everybody, let's get crazy. Oh, we're wild and crazy now. Yeah. So I need to be careful though, cause still have people like still sleep. Yes, the show must go on. It's still lost for you. Last time I went to bed because you're still alive. Lord, if that was the case, you guys want to watch me sleep. That'd be weird, but that would still be weird. Like a live stream of just watching me sleep and y'all just watch a replay. Like, how much did I miss? And it's like you just see me like tossing, turning, and then like probably talking in my sleep. Like, what the heck is he talking about? Like, Jack turned out the audio to lost shows and footage, then say hello to a ton of stuff would be leaked. Exactly. I don't know about that. But then you tried to say Tyler. Read a chat conversation. Chat, is he awake yet? No. Dude, I see people on TikTok literally go to sleep. Oh. Oh. Anyway, I want to talk to you about this, sir. Got a brand new thing here, actually. Why do you keep talking about this every damn time? Alright, Tyler, I gotta get this to you. For a one-time pass, actually. Yeah, I did. I seen the one on Prince Tuesday. There's a video actually about Prince Tuesday. We'll do that one tomorrow. I got a new victim, sir. Yes, I got a new product, by the way. I don't know why, like, I do this, you know. Just for one time, because I got this out my system now. Say hello to Cocoa Butter. Wait, there's it right? Yeah, anyway. Cocoa Butter. It's Cocoa Vaseline Custard Cheese Lotion. We'll just call it that. So yes, it's my new Charles. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck me. Damn it. Hold up. You simply said, hey, don't bring the lotion gate to the live stream. Alright, Tyler, I got your deal on this one. Please do not send her tonight. I really do not want to hear Taylor right now. I seriously do not want to hear my phone going off right now. Like, I'm fearing that you know, she is gonna pop up and saying, why do I got a freaking lotion? Like, I do not want to hear it right now. Oh, god damn it. Oh no, oh god. Lord help me, I'm gonna die tonight. Like, the moment she calls or she's tossing and hears this and is like, oh no, I'm so sorry, madam. Oh, sir, I am so sorry, sir. Oh, good. Whew, whew, whew. Yeah, thank God, because look, sir. Sorry, I do this right. I told you guys, I gotta do this, sir. Please forgive me, sir. Please forgive me. Please beg my forgiveness, sir. Please forgive me, sir. You know I'm trying to change my ways, sir. Sir, please forgive me, sir. Please. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry, sir. I brought in the motion game. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to do it. It was just a one-time pass, sir. I didn't mean to, sir. I know it was. I know. I know. Please forgive me, sir. Please, just forgive me. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll make sure that I will never bring back that thing. Yeah, I know, I'm such a fool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm such a fool. The teacher, you got to do your homework. Oh yeah, that reminds me too. Well, shoot, Coco Gate. Ooh, Coco Gate. Oh yes, that reminds me too. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I know Taylor over here assigned you little kiddies the homework, and just look, man, look, I can write a good paragraph essay. I'm writing a damn novel here. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You also. You guys are also getting homework as well. And a pop quiz, too. Actually, a nice little homework and a pop quiz. So, here's your lovely assignment homework. And it's not 5 pages, by the way, obviously. Your assignment, don't you mistrust me! Sorry. So, your assignment, ladies and gentlemen, is whenever the 2.0 video drops, I want a 100 plus 100 page essay, of what's your thoughts about 2.0, explaining me a full summary story about everything you learned about 2.0, what valid points that you have learned from it. I want a 100-page beautiful essay of what you learned from 2.0 and all the amazing histories. I already typed it up, sir. Dookie. That paper was shit. Can you use Chat GPT? No, you guys cannot use Chat GPT. I already know y'all tricks, obviously. Yes, 100 page. Yes. I want a beautiful essay, 100-page essay of what your guys' thoughts of the 2.0 video when it drops and what you have learned from it. And according to Cheddar, guys, no, you cannot have a partner. This is a single project. Last time I checked, Dookie, you cheated off of Deshaun paper, and Deshaun talked about he cheated off of your paper. I don't know how y'all two cheated off of each other's papers. It was ridiculous to me. Sorry. So, wait, is this a lunch period where you can get cheating during lunch? Yes, of course, Tyler, just as long as you give me free cheesy bread. Oh, another thing too, ladies and gentlemen, we will be not sharing answers as well. So, as much as Tyler will give you the free cheesy bread, you and Tyler will also get an F for your cheatingness. Wow, that's crazy. And no, Deshaun, you'll not be partnered with Dookie. You guys cheated off again. Okay, I seen your guys' papers. Be like Cheddar. Cheddar is an excellent student. Cheddar makes A++. You said you'll give me cheesy bread and you let me cheat. I mean, it's like saying, can I have Bella off for the interview? And, that's not right. I'm sorry, Tyler. Look, if I have to sign a contract saying that I cannot bring a bib or Bella to the interview, then, sir, I cannot let you cheat. Contract is contract. Do I just do this on my own since I watched the topic about a dozen times at this point? Yes, Cheddar, you are an excellent student, so you will do this on your own. See? Be like Cheddar, ladies and gentlemen. This man actually studies for everything. He makes sure that he views all the valid points. So, yeah, be like Cheddar. Cheddar's gonna get an A+, because he's awesome. But everyone else, yes, I like a 100-page, beautiful style essay of what's your thoughts about 2.0, the history behind it, and, all this other stuff too. It's the teacher's fault? Yeah, you're right. And also, you guys will have a pop quiz as well, too, so it'll be multiple choice. Um, Make sure you grab your number 2 pencils, and, the test will start, and at least everything else will start when the video drops. So make sure you have your notes, make sure you hit your books, make sure you do everything, because I will be grading all of your papers, and hopefully all you can pass. What day is this? I don't know yet, sir. I generally do not know what day is this. The day, I don't know yet. I do not know. Actually, matter of fact, better yet, how about this? How about this? Since everybody's in a good mood today, actually, since everybody's in a really good mood today, actually better yet, I want a 100-page essay of every topic on Chucky's Talk Show. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want a 100-page essay of every topic on Chucky's Talk Show from beginning to end. What was your favorite topic? What do you learn from each topic? And also a nice, lovely essay of how I'm the greatest YouTuber of all time. That's my ego talking. Anyway, but sir,
don't you butcher me. I am not gonna have this anymore. No.
sorry. I'm just. Sorry there, pizza dog. I just lost my control there. Yes, I was a teacher. 100 page, yes. 100 words, no. 100 pages, sir. Don't get them confused. Presentation about the history of the Lotion Gate. Dookie, for the last time I said that you was gonna do a presentation on Lotion Gate, I was gonna send you to the principal's office, and I can't do that again because the principal said that he hates seeing you in that goddamn office. So I am not gonna let you come onto my classroom and talk about Lotion Gate. That is off of school property, sir. Yes, I'm bringing you to Principal Dalton. Sorry. I would say Tyler, but he's one of our students in here. But I get this one session though. Can we do something fun? Sure, of course. You know what's really fun? More homework. Oh, and also Tyler, look, I was gonna say you could cheat off a Tay, but I'm sorry. I gotta let that a session. Can we do cool math? I heard that was banned. Holy shit, what the shit? No homework. Yes, you gotta do more homework. So, whether this video is a 2 to 3 hour, I actually want a good, nice, lovely look at this class. Oh wait, well, shit, somebody's getting expelled. Wow, you hate this class? Okay, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'll make this more better. I'll make this more better. Your attitude. I thought Taylor was the principal. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is so weird. Okay, y'all. Okay. Let's do something better. You know what? Since everyone in here has been really, really good, and we don't want Mrs. Production in here, you know. What principal is she? I mean, is we talking about? Are we talking about Principal Taylor, Principal Dalton? Who are we talking about here? And is he gonna bring it up? Taylor would not be the first one. She will go yeah, right? I'll give her a chance to redeem herself. You know what? No, class, you're not going to the playground. You're not going to the playground, obviously. You know what? Since you've all been bad, damn it, I want a 20,000 page essay. Yes, a 20,000 page essay with a lovely, lovely, exciting letter about how much you love me. It can be really, really good. And then if you know Zuki, Deshaun, and Tyler, you're not getting extra recess again. You guys were making bad choices. You know. Right there with y'all. Mister, if I would drop out of this class. Okay, peace dog, if you like to drop out of this class, I mean, look, my friend, I am not stopping you. I'm just saying that you are missing a well education in here, sir. You are missing the great education that of your lifetime.
Michael, you're not going to the playground. Stop saying you're going to the playground. Michael, just your ass in the seat now.
Sorry, and I just, sorry, it's all right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, there's no funny here, there's not, everybody shut the fuck up, everybody shut up, you know what, so everybody in here wants to chit chat and talk and dish out and drop out and be all this other stuff. We'll make this so better. We'll make this really better. Everybody gets homework. Everybody gets homework tonight. Your homework is give me. So no, you're not getting lunch. You're not. No, there's no lunch. There's no recess. There's nothing. Like you're not gonna go there and talk to your friends or your girlfriends or your boyfriends or your I don't care less than 30 minutes. You're staying in this goddamn classroom for everything else. Boy, do not come over here and talk about you're gonna protest. You not, Deshaun, don't do this to me. I will get you, son. You do not want my belt. You do not want my belt. Okay? You don't want the belt. You don't want the belt. Everybody, shut up. Shut up before I get my belt on you guys, alright? You don't want the belt. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try this one more time. I'm tired of talking to you damn kids. I want a nice, lovely... I'll make this easier for you guys. I'll make this easier. I'll make this easier for you guys. Okay, everybody listen. Look, in my classroom, we get the belt. Everybody listen. We'll make this easier. Make this easier on everyone. So everybody's cool, everybody's understanding on this. Give me a one-page essay. Hey. Oh, hell no, man. I'm pointing fingers at... Oh, here we go again. Alright, okay. Everybody stop it. Hey, y'all chill out. You see this? Calm it down, ladies and gentlemen. Calm it down. See this belt? See what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna grab one of you little mother suckers. You're gonna come up in front of this class. You're gonna get whipped. Now, I am trying to make this easy on everybody in this goddamn classroom. Now, everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Before I come over there and I'll grab you from your seat and I'll whip you. Oh, hey, don't worry. Don't tell your parents about what's going on. You can talk to them all you want. Just know, I got approval. So, all right, everybody, shut up and listen. Michael, this is your last warning, son. This is your last warning. Piece of dog, this is your last warning, too. Michael, listen to me, Michael. This is your last warning, son. You don't want these problems, son. Y'all be quiet. I don't give a care. Call the principal. Bring him, bring her, bring whatever. Bring the principal in here. I don't care. Hey, turn off that phone, son. Turn off that phone. I don't care. All right, y'all be quiet. Mr. Constant Cheese is talking to you guys. All right. So now that we got that out the way, oh, your mother got cancer. Okay, well, pizza dog. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, dude. But look, but if I'm gonna be strictly real here, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse to get out of this classroom, son. But I'm sorry your mother got cancer, but you're here now, so your daddy or your grandpa, whoever, is gonna come pick you up later on. But we'll have a parent teacher conference about your little actions here, son. Again, I'm sorry, but this is no excuse for you to get out of my class. Oh, okay. Well, Pizza Dog, you can leave the classroom actually, son. Everybody else, please don't leave. Pizza Dog, you can politely leave unless you're saying that you're joking. Then I'm gonna get you, boy. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, but you're being serious. So I'm sorry to hear that, son. So you're allowed to leave this classroom for now, but just know. Sorry to hear that, son. But anyway, let's get back to the lesson at hand here. Let's get the lesson at hand here. Mari, giving bad refs right now for my teacherness. I should never be a teacher, damn it. Alright, let's get back to the lesson here, ladies and gentlemen. So since you boys and girls have been really, really good, obviously, and Pizza Dog, make sure your mother. Oh, Principal Dalton! What a pleasant surprise! Yes, we are. Right, class? Okay, but besides this, so Principal Dalton, listen, Michael, I don't know what's wrong with this boy. I telling him, Michael, lunch is in 30 minutes. Okay, everybody. Talk about the. What are they talking about? Everybody say hi, Principal Dalton. Okay, Principal Dalton, what a pleasant to see you. Okay, I'm so glad you're here today. Deshaun, please don't ask questions while the principal is here. That is very rude, son. Pizza Dog, please don't correct me. Uh, Principal, class, please, everybody be quiet, class. Principal Dalton is in the room. Yes, Principal Dalton, that is what we're talking about. We are talking about how Chuck E. Cheese needs to go back to their roots. So, class, what we are going to do now, we are actually going to write and do a presentation. Yay! So, we are going to have a presentation about how Chuck E. Cheese to go back on their roots. And unfortunately, we will not have partners for this. Boo! So, everybody, make sure you find the right presentation of finding ways for Chuck E. Cheese can be successful. Now, you know. But yeah, by the way, Principal Dalton, this Michael person. Oh, it was just one incident. Um, see, Principal Dalton, Mr. Tyler, yes, Mr. Tyler, he keeps saying that, I don't have a belt, Principal Dalton. These kids are saying anything at this point. In Cocoa Lotion, do you see what they're doing? They're just kidding. These kids are kidding. They know when they come to Mr. Constant Cheese class, it's a lot of fun. But oh, look at the time. Kids, it is time to put up some stuff and take a break because it's time for lunch. So, everybody, make sure you get down to your lunch lines. Has there ever been smoking? Well, we don't talk about that piece, dog. But anyway, so kids, make sure you go for lunch. And if you ever see a goddamn tiger with an egg salad, don't sit next to him. Anyway, they really are. don't don't worry, Principal Dalton. I have a very special idea for that. Listen here, you little bastards. It's time to get the goddamn bell. I've told you a million times before, when Principal Dalton is in here, do not get rowdy. So you stop doing this to me. Stop embarrassing me. I will whip every one of you kids in this goddamn classroom. Oh shit, is he still in here? Um, mm, mm, mm. Um, I hope the principal did not see that sort of action, ladies and gentlemen. You are so right. You're so right, Principal. I forgot you're still in here. But anyway, you are so right, Principal Dalton. I am best be washing my mouth around these kids. You are so right. It's just that they do get a bit rowdy, but you know, when I bring out the bell, everybody stays a bit quiet and everything else. But you know, I heard that the parents say they don't give a care, you know, if I whip their kids. But I feel like a parent keeper conference could be, you know. Is it like above me to start smoking? Oh, okay. Peace, dog. Again, I thought I excused you from our little classroom, but since you're still here, son, anyway, but don't worry, Peace, dog. Look, just don't smoke, okay? I don't know if you're smoking or what, but don't smoke, dude. Um, because Tyler, you guys are bad kids. Principal Dalton, I have try to be hip and cool with these kids. Oh, okay. Well, it's literally burning, so that's also great. There, piece of dog, I guess. Um, okay. Well, we'll talk to the maintenance guy about that. You're like the class who was in session. Okay, Mr. Dalton, I'll try. Yeah, exactly. I told Pizza Dog about this. See, the only two good kids right now I actually have in here are, ladies and gentlemen, I am not doing this. I am not doing this tonight. But yeah, God, that was so weird. I don't know how the heck we went from this reenactment to like we got Dalton. Hey Dalton, we got Dalton in here. Pretty crazy. I can. I was like, oh darling, I did a clip doing rolls. Oh, right. Well, okay, shit. Okay. If I call your name, say here. And Jesus, there's a lot of you. Thank you. You gotta go to the party. Dookie, get your ass back in here. Get your ass back in here. Get your ass down, boy. Sorry, I had to abuse these kids sometimes. It's very bad, by the way, actually. So I'm sorry. Don't forget the hall pass. Yeah, don't forget your hall pass. Sorry, Dookie is very horrible. Alright, kids, when I saw your name, say here. Dookie! Dookie! Yeah, he's here. Tyler, yeah, Tyler's here. Cheddar's here. Piece of Dog's here. Let's like here fast. Okay, Tyler. Tyler. Cheddar's here. Okay. Tyler's here. Piece of Dog. Piece of Dog. Piece of Dog. Piece of Dog. Okay, yeah, he's here. He's just saying right now. Lovely. Kirsten. Kirsten? Okay, she's not here. Yes, Ava isn't here. She is skipping. I hope you're right about that, pizza dog. Well, guess so. Kirsten's here. Deshaun. Deshaun, are you here? Kirsten is absent. Yeah, but she had an excuse. Tyler, please stop snitching on your coworker. I mean, your classmates. Kirsten actually had an excuse of why she wasn't here. My first project, sir. Okay. um, Stay here next time, Deshaun. Don't say anything else. But Tyler, it's not right to snitch on your classmates and tattletale and pointing fingers again. I get it, but Kirsten had a reason to be late, so please stop it, or you'll be sent over to the principal's office. And you would not see Mr. Dalton. You will actually see Mrs. Production. Uh, I honestly feel like you know what? Never mind about that. You feel like you're personally attacked? Huh, well, actually, sir, I feel like you kind of are, and I feel like this is. Yeah, wait, whoa, hold up. With these silly behavior, I brought in the old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic for rollback money? Yes, I mean, no. No, they won't. What grade is this again? How did we get to this? That is another question. I'm supposed to end the stream. Oh, shit. 28%, okay. How did we get from this? I don't know. You really elementary school? Yeah. I don't even know how to get to this. It's just like what class? Watch your mouth. Oh my god, I can't wait y'all tonight. I don't know how we got into this, but we just did. We just got into this actually. You know what? This could be like a really off topic, yeah. I'm actually off of this now. But pre-K? Oh lord, man, y'all old. Me young. Ooh. Um, Class dismissed. Class dismissed. That could be like a really good skit, actually. Constant cheese high. Hi. Hi. Wait, whoa. Sorry, no one. That'd be like a really good skit, actually. That'd be a good skit. Be like, whoa, it's Mr. Costa. Where you been? You know, like something like that for a topic. I also feel like a daycare in here, Mr. Charles. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and play PS2. Yes. But I feel like it does feel like a daycare, doesn't it? I don't know how the heck we got here, but we just got here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on a serious note, I still want that 100-page essay about, you know, Concept University. You guys are getting ideas for skits. That's like, that's a good idea for a skit. Welcome to the Constant Cheese University. Let the entertainment begin. Today, ladies and gentlemen, here on Constant Cheese University, we are talking about a very interesting subject topic on here. Or welcome to the Talk Show University, where the oh shit, I need to change something in the talk show actually. No, did I turn it off? No, I didn't. I didn't shut off the computer. I need to change something in the talk show. Actually, it just almost slipped my mind actually too. By the way, Scott Wilson interview dropping tomorrow, and for those who just joining on in, I will be going live. We'll be having our Saturday Night Live discussion again tomorrow on the stream. So if anybody wants to join in after the Scott Wilson interview premieres and stuff, you're more than welcome to. Then we'll have like another fun live chat and stuff and goof off and everything. Cause why the hell not? You know, why the hell not? It's a Saturday night, so why the hell not? Okay, let me see something here. I forgot I need to change something. But it's amazing to see Dalton and Tyler in the same atmosphere. again, I was gonna say, did I learn anything today? Hell no. What y'all learn is it's nothing. What you're gonna learn is something very soon. I was gonna say tomorrow. I realized tomorrow is sick leave day, so today's gonna be quite busy. Exactly. That is true. That's very very true. I can't wait for this interview to drop too. Oh, I think this is no. That's not it. Oh my god, where's that about thing? I learned something. I learned nothing. I'm so proud of you, sir. I mean, proud of you, dude. You learned nothing, and that's why I want to hear. Is it learning to ride a bike? Yes. I'll teach you guys how to ride a bike. It's so obvious. Oh God. It is. It is 11:50 for me. Actually, I'm about to end it in a few minutes though, cause my tab was about to die, and I do need some sleep. I was like 11, but then Tyler joined in. I was like, oh, the party just got started, you know. So hey, why the hell not? So I'm trying to let me finish this first. I learned there is 104 ceiling tiles in here. That's amazing, dude. We did not learn much, sir. I know it's okay, but guess what? Um, um, yeah, but you'll learn. Translate. Mine is ready. Right. Yeah. I don't remind me about that, okay? I was actually gonna join this stream for a couple minutes, and I stayed. I know, and I was like, yay! Can be just a fan. That's so stupid. But you was getting into it too, actually. It was like, oh, just a few minutes, and it's like, I mean, I'm gonna stay in because I have not been here in a minute, and it's like you know, exactly. It's always funny here. I like how like I like that too. Like I'm gonna stay in for a few minutes and watch this stream, but it's like, oh, it's just so much fun. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. That's how it is. I was saying that Sync through Taro's live. I was like, I'm gonna probably join it for a few minutes and then hop off. But I'm like, this is too much damn fun to listen to Taylor just talking, rambling other stuff. I was like, why the hell not? And I was waiting on the moment, like, please do not say, hey, Casa, can you do a follow up stream? And it's like, because no, she got me last time with that. Actually, she did. She got me last time. You remember that too. They called Charles the Ambassador from for a reason. That is true. That is true. That is so damn true. Okay, I changed it. So the slogan is, "Where a fan can be a fan." As you can sit back, enjoy somebody change characters, concept, all this other stuff. Also, the ambassador of Lotion Gate. That is true. Look, when she comes back on here, I'm getting her. Don't tell her this. Please do not tell her this. I want to surprise her. I'll be like, Taylor, I got some news for you. I found a new lotion. Say hello to You know what? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna just text her. I'm not gonna wait, honestly. I'm gonna just text her. Be like, hey, so I found like a new lotion actually that we can like make a joke out of. Um, say hello to Coco Lotion Gate. If also right next to the 100 page, yes. Oh no! I mean like tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow actually, because I feel like if I wait long enough until she gets on here, it's not gonna work. And it's like, or maybe I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know. I thought about it. I thought about it in my head. I was like, I'm gonna just do this now because like why not? I'll just text her it. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do it. Like if it slips my mind in the morning, then it's be like, if it slips my mind in the morning to say something, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But then sometimes like it's there. Like I say like, oh, the next morning I'm gonna just do this, and then next day comes and it's like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I don't want to feel like putting my energy out there for it. But she is gonna flip. I don't know how. No, she's gonna flip. She's gonna be like, I don't know what she's gonna say, but I am prepared for the jokes that are coming my way for it, and sometimes I just say to myself, I'm like, I just put myself into these situations, and it's like, why do I do this sometimes? And I was like, wait, this is so much fun. Like we it's jokes, and then it's like, okay, I just put myself in this hole. Child's appreciation moment. Yes, you asleep now? Go there, sleep anyway. Decide not to call me back after you got your damn kings. I don't know if you did or didn't, but still, decide not to call me back. Of course. Well, thank you, Tyler, for. I don't know, just thank you, Tyler. Just thank you, Tyler. Alright, Doogie, good night. See you tomorrow. I think that's pretty much it. I'll make sure everything's settled in for tomorrow, for the premiere. Tomorrow, my end. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna give a few more minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna get this live stream a few more minutes. You guys have anything last thoughts talk about before we do end off the stream? No. Hey, Deshaun, I got a question I want to ask you actually. I forgot to ask you this earlier in the group chat, or you personally. Should I add in Should I add in like the audio for Celebration Station in the Bullwinkle's audio, like the links of it in the description? I was just debating on it this morning, like should I or should I not? And I'm like, question, bitch, do you just heard my question? Like, want me to repeat it? I will repeat the question, actually, sir. I think he wants you to repeat the question. But anyway, I'll repeat the question. Um, should I add the links to the Celebration Station audio and like the Bullwinkle audio? I feel you, man. Alright, bet I will. I'll do that. I feel you, Tyler. I feel you. I get up too, but not for work. But like, I just gotta get up, and sometimes I just like I'm a late sleeper, too. Sure thing. Let me just finish this real quick. You know what? What's the percent this on? Because I was gonna wait till this thing hits 15. It's at 20. Look at that. I'm not grabbing the charger too. But alright, y'all. I ain't gonna wrap things up actually for us, but we're going to CEC tomorrow in another arcade. What? Y'all ain't invite me to nothing. You know what? You're ungrateful. I wish I was invited, obviously. But I hope you boys have fun on that amazing adventure that you guys going on. Even though I didn't get the invite, but it's okay. It's okay. The next invite, the next go round invite, whenever that be, I will have the invite of a lifetime. So I feel you, but yeah. But anyway, guys, I am definitely gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna finish up this stuff. Yes. Yeah, for sure. You know where to call me at, and I'll make sure I'll answer too. That'd be amazing. But okay, yeah, I am definitely gonna end the stream here. It's almost 12 o'clock here. Um, this stream was not supposed to be too long, but it was. So I mean, it was a chill night. So we kind of needed that. Obviously, I think almost every one of us needed this a lovely chill night. But anyway, reminder: 5 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow night. See Talk Show. Scott Wilson interview is dropping. After that, we will do our regular Saturday night live discussion. That will be on StreamYard on the laptop, so you guys we will talk about the interview. We'll talk about some other discussion that's happened with CEC that we didn't get a chance to talk about tonight on the stream, and some other stuff. So definitely, definitely be tuned for that tomorrow. Which again, like I said, will be on StreamYard. So set your minds for that. We got a brand new vlog dropping next week. And of course, I'll be sharing an announcement tomorrow about the newest content that I'll be dropping on this channel. I hope so too. But, you know, may never know what happens. But anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of you guys' night. Thank you guys for letting me entertain you guys so much. Stay tuned for the premiere tomorrow, and stay tuned for the live stream discussion tomorrow night. Until then, I'm gonna finish this description up, and I am gonna get my ass to bed because I am tired too. And furthermore, for no banger of all, make sure you stay away from the cocoa lotion gate. And good night, guys. I know I am the best teacher ever. Stop! Oh my god, that sounded so zesty right there. I was so. Y'all should have. Emo, whenever you do the next out of context, please click that again. Like, I am the best teacher ever. Stop! Please click those emo whenever you do the next one. But yeah, let me go to bed. Okay, I'm going to bed. Okay, good night, guys. Good night.